channel. In 3, 2, 1. Hello, one and all, and welcome back to the Soccer Zombie Watch-Alongs of St. Louis City SC. Footy, as they call it overseas. Soccer, if you're over here in Yankee land. It's been a while. And I missed you guys. I really missed you guys. And having some fun lately, traveling the country, going to see some lower league soccer in this time period. But it's good to be back. It's good to be back in this spot, and got a little bit of a Mexican vibe going on tonight. First things first, had some comments before the stream even started. Jacob Rohrer, can't wait for this game tonight. It's going to be a good one. Hopefully we need this win, biggest win in franchise history if we win tonight. Absolutely. I'm loving the fact that the conversation around St. Louis is hopeful again. Because last time when we left off, it was not hopeful. It was the opposite. Dank Toe saying we at least have a chance for an upset tonight. I think our chances are better this year than last year when we took on Club América. Brad Whiteside, one of my supporter section members, hope we see a crazy good game. I agree with you on that one, definitely. Let me fix that ticker here in just a little bit. Save that. There we go. And there we go. All right. More comments here. Let's go ahead and run them down here. Jerry Hayes, you may know her as Be Good, Do Good on Twitter. New member of the supporter section. Thank you very much. Night of upsets, noting the Leagues Cup games around the league. Now, I was stupid, okay? I like taking long walks in Forest Park. I'm, trying to get healthy again. My long walk became an extremely long walk tonight. I just got in less than an hour ago from walking about 6 miles, actually 6.1 miles to be exact. So I've not been able to follow the Leagues Cup tonight. Also, we'll see if I make it to 11:30 tonight. We will see. Ryan saying that if we win, this is the topper of all upsets. Columbus already a big game hunter reputation. They won 3 MLS Cups and were one bad dinner away from a CCC. I did see Columbus. I think they beat Inter Miami tonight. I did see a friend texting me that. So, oh, well, too bad. I'm sure Inter Miami will get plotted some other way. NYC has won an MLS Cup too in a hostile environment in Portland to boot. While City was first in the West, which was kind of weak this year, we don't have that hard word yet. If we upset the largest club in the North American continent, yeah, that's the top one. Of course, I'm just happy we're at this point in the tournament, period, or in a tournament. Jake Henry, I'm on Twitch tonight because YouTube mobile is broken. My YouTube was kind of lagging tonight too on this machine that I'm on right now. I mean, I think my stream's going okay, but I was having some YouTube issues myself. Sean Campbell, we'll talk to him in just a little bit. Notably, if City win and Rapids do well, that leaves only one Liga MX team in the tourney. Wow. So all that thought about how MLS is just lagging way behind. Oh, Jake Henry did get on YouTube. He can use his MacBook. Producer Mason, both Sean and Mason are waiting patiently here. Let's just get through these comments. LOL Cincy. Oh, poor Cincy, said no one. Brad Whiteside, let's do this. Yes, I was on a walkabout to prepare for the pain that we're going to experience here tonight. Actually, no, we're not. We could have an upset tonight. Again, we're not negative. That was before Leagues Cup. This is a new team. Come on, you boys in red. Clayton Miller, how's it going? Brad, I need you to be my business manager. Calling in now. Every goal we score, I get $5. Dude, you know how many McChickens that is at McDonald's? That is a lot of McChickens. Like, if we just score one, like, that's like, you can survive on one McChicken a day, right? Like, like as a meal. So like, if you give me $5, I think with tax, that's like 4 McChickens. So like, you are like keeping me alive for like 4 days. So appreciate you. You don't have to do that, by the way, just saying. Brad, business manager, let's talk. Jake Henry, Mario Götze. Jake Henry loves him some Mario Götze. Kane goes to games. What's going on? Let's go. Junior, Club América is winning tonight. I see I did tag the Club América fans in the hashtag, so welcome, Junior. You probably will win tonight, honestly. Why are they playing in LA? I thought all MLS teams played at home. MLS, money, 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 money. That was a change this year. They wanted to give Liga MX teams a home base of sorts, and so Club America's is in California. Now, if the Galaxy were still alive in the Leagues Cup, this game would have been played in San Diego. But because the Galaxy are out, they're playing in Carson tonight, which is the Galaxy's home. So, Sean, it's official. Mazatlan has knocked out Cruz Azul. Sorry, Mason. You know what? I think that is the cue. That is the cue. Sean Campbell, producer Mason, you know them from the River City Ramble. How's it going, guys?
It's going pretty well, Tom. Thanks for having us again.
Yeah, absolutely. Mason, do we need to talk about Cruz Azul or...
I mean, honestly, I thought that was actually pretty impressive. They got an early red card early in the second half and then scored 2 goals to level it, to even force PKs. So, it could have gone better. It could have gone much worse.
Totally, definitely. So, last watch along, I know we were still in kind of depression mode, things weren't going so well. And it's so nice, guys, to be back watching St. Louis City SC and feeling optimistic again. And I'm going to show the lineup here in a little bit. We're not messing around tonight against Club America.
Yeah, I would say that we've got the A team out there, all things considered, for tonight.
Yeah, it is all hands on deck for this one. I think there's no change from last game's starting lineup, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's the same.
Let me pull this up here real quick. Why is this not pulling up? Oh, allow. That is not the right screen. Hang on a sec here.
I did find the lineup. I found last game's lineup, but it's the exact same.
It is basically the exact same. I think this one is it. Yes, it is. Okay. Professional broadcaster. We got Berkey and Net, Tomas Totland, Yarrow, Hebert, Reed. Yeah, that same back line. Durkin and Leuven in the middle. Get used to that. Now that Leuven's healthy, we should have been getting used to that already, but it feels like they've both been kind of in and out, leading up to Leagues Cup. So it's nice to see them together. And then that front four, and I never thought, Sean, I would say that I'd be so happy to see Nuke V. Thorson in the starting lineup. But dude, the guy's finally taking off, man.
The more he plays and the more he scores, the more vindicated I feel. But at the same time, if he gets usurped by someone else coming back from injury, namely it would be either Celio or or even Indy, who's still on the mend from that broken nose. He's still wearing the mask, and he's not going to start while he wears that mask. I guarantee it. I wouldn't be upset about it, but he absolutely could be a very solid depth piece and be a super sub late in games when we're tied and, trying to find that late goal, have him run out and, maybe have Betcher come out late in the game and take off Klaus, who maybe not having a good night, just to find that late goal and absolutely just bury a couple and get a big statement win would be absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, lineup feels stacked tonight for sure, Mason.
Oh, yeah, it does for sure. And I think the big thing with Nokvi is getting to take him out of the 9 spot and take a lot of that pressure off of him has really helped him to go back out wide, where I think he feels a lot more comfortable. Although he was starting to find the scoring touch in front of net, so those are only good skills to have.
Absolutely, but you're right in the fact that he definitely looks more comfortable.
Oh, that's right. He's a birthday boy too.
Yep.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
I hope he gets the birthday goal. If he gets the birthday goal, do we have birthday fireworks we can do as a little graphic over the stream, or is that too much to ask?
I think everyone that is in the comment section and everyone that is present here needs to do
do a Viking clap.
The Viking clap for him. Definitely.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Some updates from around the league. I mean, Jerry's all over the rest of the league. What a night of upsets around Leagues Cup tonight. We just talked about Cruz Azul earlier. Inter Miami is out.
T-Grace losing to NYC was pretty big.
Yeah.
And Philly beating Cincy 4-2?
Yeah, Philly beating Cincy.
Yikes.
Which, by the way, as Ryan pointed out, Sam Adeniran got playing time off the bench in the Philly win.
Well, congrats to Sam.
Good for him.
Good for him. I'm again. I did a whole video on him. I've said it on the Ramble. We've said it. We wish nothing but the best for Sam Adeniran, but
yeah,
it
wasn't working here. But I don't hold any ill will or anything against him. I hope that he succeeds in Philly.
I think in the end, I think it was a case of Sam wanted what he wanted. The club wanted what they wanted. It was a square peg in a round hole, and unfortunately, it got a bit messy. But that's I think, I mean, just everything I've heard from Sam, he's a very bright guy. He's very well spoken. He's got talent. I mean, Lord knows he can score goals in the right setup in the right situations. It just wasn't here.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ryan got pointed out that Sam got subbed on in the 75th minute. Also, Ryan pointed out Tigres losing was a bigger shock than Miami. I believe that.
Absolutely. Miami lost to the buzzsaw that is Columbus.
Yeah, Miami, Columbus, that's almost a dead heat, especially Miami without Messi. NYC Tigres that's not a dead heat.
No, that is definitely not. Whoops, I forgot that screen's still up. Forgot that screen is still up. Whoopsie daisy. Man, I'm rusty. I am so rusty tonight.
We gotta put you on streamer mode, man.
I definitely do. I am so off my game tonight. By the way, as I said, this could have been at San Diego. It was a fun game to watch at Snapdragon preview of SDFC. So curious to see what they look. I see saying, I love what SDFC are doing, but they really need to find a coach and more players. Do they have a sporting director yet?
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I like that was like, again, we talked about that on the Ramble. Like Lutz was like the first hire, after like the owners themselves, and like SDFC is doing like the exact opposite.
Yeah, I mean, it paid dividends for us up until the first round of the playoffs last year, but like going for big name, big money guys can work if you build that direction, to the same way that, us going for really kind of unknowns kind of worked for us for a while. So who's to say if there's one better strategy than another?
Yeah, it's true. It really seems to be less of it seems kind of like there's that whole pendulum, and we've seen it, not to talk about a different sport, but in hockey we've seen a recent round of expansion where teams have different strategies that they go for when they pick guys and build their roster, and it usually like one goes one direction and it swings back the other way, and then because they see that it didn't work for them, they try to build a completely different team and it doesn't work for them, and so eventually it comes back to the middle and someone gets an expansion there, and it worked for
whatever Vegas did. Worked for Vegas.
Vegas was that middle swing, and then Seattle was the other side of it.
Yeah,
definitely. Another thing I'm thinking with San Diego is that like they're part of Right to Dream. Right to Dream is, quite frankly, and I only know this because I played as Nordjylland in a Football Manager save, but like that Right to Dream is a very well run group. Like they're very organized. Like they've already funneled players from Denmark to San Diego, and like we're gonna see once San Diego gets players going, like they might funnel some players back to Denmark, and it's a whole kind of it's not as like scummy as that group that owns like Lyon and Botafogo, and then but it's maybe that's why they don't have that sporting director yet, is because like, well, it's Right to Dream. This is their vision. Like Right to Dream definitely has a vision, for what they want, out of the sport. So maybe that's why.
I would say that having a solid vision of where you want the team to go, whether that's solidly in competing year in and year out and not really focusing on the academy, or focusing strictly on the academy and maybe taking a few years to be competitive, that's better than anything, honestly. I think that did more for us, was having that solid identity of where we wanted the team to go, how we wanted to build it. That did more for us than going out and getting a big name signing, because we got these guys that fit the system and we knew they were going to work in the system for the most part. Some recent names that went out on loan and are likely never coming back aside, but we got players that fit the system because we knew what we were looking for, as opposed to saying, you know what, let's go out and get these big names, and then like, all right, now how do we make this work together? And it's kind of, instead of trying to jam a square peg in a round hole, you
Chucky Lozano being your first signing is in and of itself putting a statement on what you want the club to be, and you want the club to be a traditional make a splash expansion side.
Yeah, but that's not as much of an identity as like, we wanted to play high press, high energy soccer, unless you're building around a very aged, well, not very aged, but it past his prime, arguably,
but
Chucky
like
Lozano.
It's less of an identity to build a team around, but like you're still putting your stamp down and saying this is what we're doing.
Yeah, and that's fair.
Yeah, totally. Some discussion about the Germans in our comments section. Ray noting that Cedar Toykert is the real deal, world class. The goal he scored against Portland was top. I agree. I like our attackers. We need to keep the ball out of our net. Just wait until Hartle gets going. I think they both are great. But then Jerry asking, are the Germans going to survive the turf? Because I don't know how much turf that they've played on overseas.
Oh, actually, I was trying to think of like which one of them said this. It was Kessler. It wasn't any of the Germans that was like, yeah. When he came to SETI, he was like, yeah, I'm excited to play on grass. I'm not taking that for granted.
He has a German last name, but he's not German because that's it fits.
That's America for you, baby. Hashtag melting pot.
Hashtag melting pot. And then Ray pointing out the Germans will adapt. They are going to save this franchise. We're not that dire,
It's year 2.
And we're not even that dire either, because
I do think there was a great discussion about potential nicknames that came up again in the RCR Discord, and I was trying to think of something to do with trains, because we've got SETI, who jokingly goes by Choo Choo, but he really doesn't go by Choo Choo.
Whatever happened there.
Yeah. I mean, it's the stadium's right by Union Station, just to the west. And I was like, can someone come up with a German phrase or word that's something to do with the West in America and trains? And one of the listeners said Westbahnhof, which means West Train Station.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that would be a great name for the stadium. I don't know if it works so great for a team, but if we end up being called Die Bahnhof or something like that, that'd be amazing. The train station, perfect.
I mean, we could also just straight steal the name of like the German high-speed train and call ourselves ICE.
Good.
Oh,
reach out to my German friend Sasha Fox and see if he has any suggestions.
I mean, we were supposed to get Hyperloop before that was turned out to be a fraud.
Come on, get out of here.
That was going to happen.
He did say it was going to go from the first one was going to go from St. Louis to Kansas City.
Who? The known liar?
Again, I said it was proven to be a fraud. So I just making my little jokey jokes, okay?
There we go. Let's see. Other comments coming in here. Interesting comparison that Brad's making. Is Simon Betcher the new Nico Gioacchini?
Mason,
He
I'll let you go
could
first
be.
for this one.
Really, here's the big thing is going to be, how does Simon play with Klaus if they go 2 strikers? Because at the moment, Betcher seems, as a solo striker, I'm not going to say interchangeable because they have different skill sets, but roughly, as capable, I think Betcher has better role to play than Nico did.
He fills a similar slot on the pitch that Klaus does.
And he complements Klaus well. I think.
That's going to be the big thing, is because Nico played really well underneath Klaus. They really clicked together.
I feel if
Simon and Klaus can click like that, then we could really pop off.
I feel if anything, Toykert is the new Nico in that regard, because Toykert's the one that's kind of playing underneath, Betcher, which will eventually be Klaus.
I would have to say Toykert is really the one that's facilitating the play, and we saw a lot more of that from Nico. Yeah, he got a lot of goals, but he facilitated a lot more play in the final third than either Klaus or Betcher does. And honestly, if both Klaus and Betcher get the start, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Betcher being the one out top at being the man on the island, and Klaus being underneath to get that hold-up play going, and have Betcher make runs off of him so he can, take a pass with his back to goal and get it and bounce it off to Betcher mid-run, and then he just goes right through the line.
Yeah,
I'm
maybe,
not saying
but
that's what's going to happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if that happens at some point.
I mean, potentially, but I think that Betcher also has really strong hold at play, and why do you not put the Iron Giant right in the goal mouth, you know?
Yeah, but at the same time, Klaus does have a good amount of skill on the ball, and I would love to see, I mean, I could see him being more in the facilitator role, not as the facilitator. That's going to be Toychert for sure, 100%.
Yeah.
But, you know, we now have a new problem of wealth of attack this season,
which is a problem that we basically never had before.
Exactly. This is a problem that is a good problem to have, because now, depending on who we put out there across the front line, that dictates kind of what style of attack we're going to play. We're still going to have that high press. We're still going to be, you know, closing down spaces in the midfield and trying to pressure the ball and win it back in the final third. That's still going to be our identity, but how our attack looks and how we attack the back line is going to be different based off of what personnel we have out there. And I think it gives us a good versatility, meaning that we can change based off of who we're playing that week, as opposed to being, this is the same attack every week, and this is, you know, people then get the book on us and then we're pretty much figured out.
It also lets you save legs.
Yeah, they're showing the lineups right now on Apple TV.
Yeah, I think we're about to kick off.
Club America scares me. Like,
yeah, of course they do.
They only have 5 starters from the last time that we played them. So
yeah, and they showed the stats from that game, by the way, and it was ugly. It was as ugly as you remember.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I watched it. It was bad.
I was there. I sweated. I had sweated about 10 pounds of sweat off me, and added about 2 pounds of tears afterwards.
Did you also sprain your ankle?
Oh god, I honestly, with the way that night went, I mean. Yeah. So yeah, Junior, the game is starting. It looks like in just a little bit. Pretty cool vibe in Carson. A lot of yellow in the stands.
Unsurprisingly,
not a full
we
house.
Expected that.
It's also not a full house. I'm seeing some empty seats. Next to where the lineup is. So, and I'm seeing some empty seats like in the lower corner there too.
I'm seeing, it looks like the entire upper bowl is closed.
Oh, I don't think I'm guessing they didn't even sell the upper bowl. So
no, I don't think they even opened it.
Yeah. So alrighty, well, we will chat with you guys at halftime.
See y'all at half.
Let's go City.
Let's go City. All right, those boys from the River City Ramble. By the way, in case you're just joining this stream, maybe you're not a St. Louis fan, I'm also part of a podcast called the River City Ramble. We were the podcast that was cease and desisted by Sporting Kansas City that happened before I started there. And we are not bitter about that at all. Maybe a little. Get the ticker back going. There we go. So yeah, I'm gonna start doing the ticker. I'll try to update that as much as I can. A lot of seeing a couple Club America fans in the chat. 26 people in this chat right now. That's a record. Although I bet you it's Club America fans as we are underway. 10 seconds at mark. Go ahead and turn the game up just a little bit in my ear so I can hear it. Very loud, very loud. So yeah, Junior, Club America, yeah, they're very loud. And as you said, they're always local. Like they turned City Park into Mexico City North last year. It was at least 50-50 Club America. Might have been even more, honestly. Shout out to Chat City Tactics. Great follow on Twitter if you're not following him already. I do my goofy stuff, but like as far as like good tactical breakdowns of players, Chat City Tactics on Twitter, he is a must follow if you're a St. Louis City fan. Give him a follow. Give him a follow. All right. Ryan might have a point here. There might have been more Club America fans at City Park last year than in this stadium tonight. That might be a point. I wonder if this game was in San Diego, if there'd be more Club America fans because of the proximity to the border. Any Club America fans in the chat can kind of, weigh in on that. Do you think there's more Club America fans in LA, or do you think San Diego would have been better for you guys? And yeah, Club America is definitely a worldwide brand for sure. I see your jerseys all the time. In fact, actually, Brad Whiteside, who's in the chat, he was just in Louisville for Louisville City over the weekend, and he sat next to a Club America or a fan in a Club America jersey. So yeah, you guys are definitely worldwide. All right, Junior thinks that there's more Club America fans in LA. That's fair. I've never been to Cali, so I appreciate that info. And Michael, I do appreciate the support, but I also believe in supporting quality people as well. So, Chat City Tactics, give them a follow. Yes, producer Macy, it's bad when I'm bitter about it, and he isn't even there. That's true. That's true. About as bitter as 1,000 lemons. I'm still getting used to the fact that my team's playing well again. Of course, we might run into a brick wall tonight. Junior is from LA. Greetings from LA. It's almost 10 o'clock at night here in the middle of America. So we got 24 people in the chat right now. I'm really curious what the number is going to be at the end because, yeah, midnight comes soon. Thanks for subscribing, Junior. Appreciate it. I do St. Louis City content as well as I like to do match day blogs of USL, MLS. If I can get back to England, I would love to do more vlogs there. Might be going back there around New Year's. We'll see. Junior, are you actually at the game? Like, I don't think you are, but like, are you at the game, and do you wish you were at the game, Junior? And yes, David, my original member of the supporter section, I am definitely up past my bedtime. That is right. All right, we got a corner here, 3:45 at mark. Looks like Hartle's going to take this one, the new acquisition from St. Pauli in the second Bundesliga. Might have been the best player in second Bundesliga this past season, honestly. Big things expected from him. But he is also a set-piece talisman like Edouard Leuven. He's going to put one into the box. It's away, in the box, punched away, goes out to Teukert, but can't handle it, and it gets cleared all the way back to Berkey. Yeah, Junior wishes he could have been there. That's totally fair. There's a lot of places I wish I could be, but life is life. Life is life. It turns out you have responsibilities, too, as an adult. It's so weird. So weird. Yeah, Hartle's little run-up is very funny. Like, the penalty kick run-up, like, I'm sorry. I'm not a big fan of the fancy run-ups that we see. I mean, it's just me though. Like I guess that's the American in me, just just hurt it, just smash it. People are different. That's just me though. Of course, I speak as someone that had absolutely no agility growing up, and I would just smash the ball every time it hit my foot. So yeah. Brad calls it Hartle's Yabba Dabba Doo. Yeah. Okay, Sean, come on. Hartle is fine. It's damn pause that is just OP. That's true. Oh, shot outside the box! Oh, good, parried away. Making Malagone work early. Nice shot by Betcher to stick with it. Teukert with the long shot was going near corner. Low-driven shot. Low-driven shot. You see many players just try to, crank it into the third row. Sometimes those worm birders will get in. Another corner for Hartle. And Club America is going to deal with it. Out to Reed, and St. Louis will set up a go. Well, Toland's going to hit into the third row now. That was a choice. That was definitely a choice. Yeah, nice shot. I don't know. I think that was a cross attempt. I think he just whipped out the sand wedge for that and got a little too much loft in it. I do love me some Simon Betcher as well, Kane. Of course, I'm biased as a SLU fan, a St. Louis University fan, where I got to watch him for a lot of his rise. And yeah, he's good. And I was going to say, we're talking about Betcher and his role going forward. I always knew him at SLU to be like the lone striker up top. Now, he is responsible. Like, he'll press. He will play defense. He knows how to hold up the ball. So, like, I think he complements Klaus very well, as Sean was saying. But I've never known him to play alongside a striker. I think he did a little bit in Vancouver. But, yeah, I've only known him to be a solo striker. Yep. Simon and Klein were my SLU favorites. I love them as well. They had a good partnership at SLU, definitely. Malagone going to be a big factor tonight. Yeah, that's a name I definitely recognize. He's a pretty known quality in the footy world. I think I might have signed him for a Football Manager save a couple years ago. Actually, the name's coming familiar to me. The Norwegian Thomas Totland Space Project. That's what that shot was. And of course, Patrick Schulte came from SLU as Club América threatening on the far side. No free kick. And it will be a goal kick to St. Louis at 8:05 mark. Now Chris is being the pessimist here, not me. Our win probability, according to the elite statisticians at Apple TV, is 18.2%. That feels generous. As we should have learned by now, do not trust Apple TV with those numbers. They're about as trustworthy as FOTMob. You can kind of use them as an idea, but they are not the gospel. You know who is the gospel? Chat City Tactics on Twitter. Another shout out. You didn't want one, but I gave you one. I just bestowed you, like, I just gave you like a holy anointing there, Chat City. No pressure. No pressure. Art as well. Art as well. Because I'm a dummy. I appreciate guys like you shedding a light on things like statistics and that analytics and that sort of thing. Math was never my strong suit. All right, letting him play. I probably displaying advantage there. Good run up the middle. Here's Reed on the far side, looking for a man in the box. Going to get headed and cleared. I like that run up. St. Louis in the past has not been particularly adept at moving the ball up the middle. It feels like with this more possession-based system, that's changing for the better. Definitely, I think St. Louis has taken some evolution this year from their energy drink soccer, which just does not work in the long term. And I think, and I still suspect, as I said on a recent episode of River City Ramble, I wonder if that was the plan, because you can throw knuckleheads out there to play energy drink soccer and, get success out of it. But, you're not going to have great skill, in an expansion year. So I still suspect that this was by design. Little warning from our Club América fan Junior. St. Louis got to watch out for Javero de Rosum. Yeah, I've heard that name as well. Yeah, Bradley Carnell could not adjust. Carnell had one setting, and his in-game management was definitely no bueno. I agree, Chris. Pessimism is warranted with this club this year. I'm just hoping we don't see the defense completely carved open like last year. It's 11 minutes in. We're not losing. But as I say that, Valdez taken down by Leuven. That's going to be a dangerous free kick outside the box. I should not have said anything. I should not have said anything, Tom. Tom. Yep. Commentator's curse. It's very similar to the podcaster's curse, where you record a banger episode and then all the breaking news happens after it's recorded. We've been caught a few times on the Ramble this year. Jake, well, we played a good 12 minutes against Club América. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I can feel the sadness in the St. Louis base building here. Oh man, this looks so close. All right, Valdez, come on. I feel we've had some decent episodes lately. I think we've had some unexpectedly good episodes lately. But this was also, before I joined, a podcast that used to talk about grass. So, all right, dealt with. They didn't score. Look, you got to take your small victories as a St. Louis fan this year. Let's face it. And as was noted earlier, like Club América, they are fighting for the future of Liga MX in this tournament. So keep that in mind. They're one of 2 clubs that are remaining. In fact, just as a reminder, the winner of this match will take on the winner of Toluca and the Colorado Rapids. I don't particularly relish either matchup, honestly. The Rapids are not the Crapids anymore. They're actually good. And I know Toluca is usually pretty good too. Aha, Jake with the correction, 12 minutes and counting. Speaking of which, 13:15. 13:20 mark. Vinny Jr. allegedly getting $1 billion offer from the Saudis. Geez, I don't think he takes it, but that's a hell of a bag to turn down. He's a stronger man than I am. I think for $1 billion over 5 years, I can learn to adapt in Saudi Arabia. I think I can make that work. No, I definitely can. Because I assume he's not just going to get the money. He's probably going to get star treatment over there, and his own cook, and ride to the game, things like that. Speaking of the Rapids, because they're not crap, 1-0 Rapids right now. So Liga MX is on the ropes tonight. Although here's Club América in the box, shot in, goal, 1-0. Fudge. That crowd is loud. They may not be there in the biggest of numbers, but they are loud. 1-0. Yeah. It's just good football. Here comes the Club América fans. Let's go. Club América, vamos. Yeah. You guys, that's just playing good footy. Yeah, Kane, look at that. What a ball. Can't even hate. No, that's just Club América is so good. Club América is just so good. Womp, womp, womp. Oh, I forgot, actually. Yeah, that definitely deserved a sad trombone. Yep, we played a good 15 minutes. Fudge. Great play, but still plenty of game. I guess they were reviewing for possible offsides. I didn't think it was. It didn't look like it to me, and that was the ruling. Didn't think it was in the first place. Oh, a contrasting opinion on Saudi Arabia. David Cotton, world traveler, has been to Saudi Arabia. $1 billion over 5 years still would not be worth it to him. I mean, I've never been there either, so I really can't judge it. I just think $1 billion, I can make it work. Like, I don't have to live there. I don't have to be there every second of my life. I can afford like my own jet, to take me to some place that isn't Saudi, And then you got the rest of your life. You can, after those 5 years are done, you're out of contract or you get transferred somewhere else, you can go and have fun. Like, you could go from Saudi Arabia and go play for Doncaster Rovers, or you can go play in the MLS, or you can go play in Brazil, somewhere exotic. The world is your oyster at that point. You just got to put in 5 years. I'd do it. Good question, Producer Mason. How do you catch a yellow when you just scored? That's funny. All right, 17:45 coming up at Mark. Yeah. Jake Henry noting 15 minutes is longer than last year's first goal for Club América, though. That's what she said. David pointing out you'd go to Bohemian in Ireland. That's true. I mean, Dublin's a great place, as I'm directionally challenged, but yeah. Bows right here. Up the Bows. Good ball movement here. Outside the box, Hartle blocked. But only out to Reed. Back to the defense, and we are moving backwards to Yarrow. Yeah, Club America has the fastest one-touch football in the Western Hemisphere. Acceleration to the box is jaw-dropping. Yeah, that's just quality. Oh, ball in the box. Toykert on the ground. Ball cleared out to the box. Over to Reed. Nice ball. Good work there to keep that alive. Reed trying to fake his defender into the box. Toykert blocked. Okay, encouraging signs of life from St. Louis. This is definitely more fight out of this team than the Club America game last year. They're just America's ball movement is just so good. I agree. We're not doing bad either. Right now. By now, we were just completely capitulating last year, as Sean points out. And Club America gets a chance to break the other way. Good response on defense, slows the play down. Club America, they are smart with the ball, as we have just established, and they hold it up. Zach Zappa, if I'm offered $1 billion in Saudi Arabia, that means I'm the type of player that makes hundreds of millions in a league somewhere I actually want to live. Another good point. I mean, I'm just talking as a guy that sits on his butt and does watch-alongs for Leagues Cup games. So, like, my perspective's a little different than the world-class athlete. On the flip side, Ryan Fraley couldn't turn down a chance to have generational wealth and give back to my community. Think of the poor I could help lift out of poverty with a bill. You could probably buy, like, an entire country in Africa, or at least an island, and, like, just make it just, like, the swaggiest country possible with $1 billion, plus whatever you earn making hundreds of millions of dollars, in the rest of your career. I mean, like, if you really want to change the world, take some Saudi money for a few years. That's a fair point. Excuse me. Summer friendlies. Excuse me. Yeah, Ryan noting that was America going full tiki-taka. Got a frog in my throat sometimes. Thank you, Sean, for catching that. We definitely have not hit the panic button yet as the team. I'm encouraged. And look at us having all this possession. we've had the ball, I think, a lot more than America has. I mean, at least in the last few minutes anyway. But like this is a new St. Louis team. I have to get used to this. All right, here's Nuke V far side. Outside the box gets good idea, but execution not so much. Brr, 21-40 coming up at Mark. Brad is already threatening to go to the bourbon if we hit the panic button. I have some scotch ready to go in that moment. I have nothing like, see, I got like the whole, Mexican thing going, with the kind of bandolero and the Hispanic heritage jersey, but I don't have any Mexican drinks. So I've really let my the Club América supporters in this chat down. Sorry, guys. Scotch on a school night. I mean, yeah. I think on some nights it's just warranted. Sean going for the hams. I am going for, well, it's in my Union Omaha koozie, but I got the old style going tonight. Got the old style from my excursion up north for the Ford Madison game. Soccer Bro 27, how's it going? Ryan pointing out, good news if this gets out of hand. There's other things to talk about with soccer in the U.S. and Europe. That is true. That is true. Oh, one means all. Zach, you're an Omaha guy, right? I think you're an Omaha guy. Correct me if I'm wrong. Ryan just finished off a cup of decaf. It's probably a good idea. It's after 10 on a work night. Probably don't need caffeine on a night like tonight. Ohana means family. Actually, I saw family in Tulsa this weekend. I recognize you're a city enjoyer, right? You're city enjoyer. Yep, I met you. Yep, you were in the supporter section. I couldn't get you in the video much because the PA guy was too loud, and it kind of drowned out our interview. But yeah, you're a city enjoyer. I remember you now. I had to look at your picture a little closer. So yes, our St. Louis City SC fan in Omaha. We are worldwide, not like Club América, but we're getting there. All right, 24-15 coming up at Mark as both teams contend to kind of kick it about midfield. Game is kind of, well, it's City Enthusiast, but it's like his handle is City Enjoyer. It's like STL City Enjoyer or City Enjoyer. I was technically right, Kane. Come on. Zach and Kane are acquainted with each other. Very nice. Brad saying no surprise, LA winning against San Jose. Everyone wins against San Jose. How are they even this deep in Leafs Cup, San Jose? Like, how? Everyone beats San Jose. I know, Kane. It's so confusing. So confusing when people can't have their handles match their names. I mean, just cats and dogs living together. Shocker! He's not even Kane. He's literally like the wrestler. Like he's literally someone else under the mask. So yeah, Sean, why Kane? This is the controversy of the night here. Who are you, Kane? Is it because of Harry? By the way, Mason's name is indeed not producer. But then how does Kane go to games? That's a good point. Oh, man, Kane is not Kane. Man, the more you know. Zach doesn't even remember that his actual handle is Enjoyer. Again, the more you know. I mean, I'm. This is why I do these things to point these things out to my friends. I can confirm Jake is still Jake. He is not. He does not work at State Farm though, so it is not Jake from State Farm. That is an imposter, Jake. This is Jake Henry. This is Jake Henry, lover of all things Mario Götze. No, Ben, we just established that he is not from State Farm. I'm pretty sure he has Progressive for his insurance. Actually, I don't. Never mind. Nice play by Reed. Nice play by Reed. Gonna force a corner kick for Club America. I think this is Club's first corner of the game, I believe. Yeah, you got to. Yeah, There's a whole story with that, Jake. I think we'll keep amongst ourselves. But you nearly missed out on Mario. But you ended up meeting the Götze. Oh, nice crowd. Love the balloons. Love the balloons by Club America. Always a colorful crowd. By the way, Sean does not live in a cave. I mean, I knew that secret like a week ago. Yeah, I found that out. Yeah, it's not an actual cave. All right, corner for Club into the box. Nothing doing. Some bodies on the ground, though. Club America trying to call for a PK. They're not going to get it. St. Louis player also okay. Oh, that's right. Jake somehow pulled off the greatest trade, the greatest transfer of the year. Sorry, Lutz Pfannenstiel. Jake Henry almost traded a St. Louis City SC Spirit kit, the original away kit, for a Hoyland jersey. It's not Rasmus Hoyland. It's Oscar Hoyland, I think, plays for Frankfurt. Yeah, that almost happened. Hoyland caught the jersey, and then Jake was like, let's trade. And Hoyland said no. And he like threw it back. He tried to do a jersey trade. Almost got away with it. That I can verify that. Oh, David Cotton wanted to know where Sasha Fox is these days. Funny you say that. I was actually talking to him before the watch along. He's currently in the Atlanta area, but he's actually going to board a flight back to he's going back to Brazil later this week. And I think he's going to stay in South America for a while. His 3 Brazil videos that he did like a month ago did very well, and he also speaks Portuguese and he also speaks Spanish fluently, so he can, he knows the lingua franca, and he lived in Colombia for a little bit, so and Brazil actually for a bit, so he's familiar with it. It's not that exotic for him, but for us ordinary folk, it is. Oh, this is pretty cool. Zach's heading to the New York Derby next month while he's in New York City. I've never been to New York City, period. But yeah, he's going to the Red Bull Stadium. That's going to be cool. And that is truly one of the few actual derbies in MLS. Although I will say, we were just talking about Louisville with Jake Henry. We're going to have an actual derby, like an actual honest-to-goodness derby in USL Championship next year, because Lexington is joining the championship, and Louisville and Lexington are very close to each other. Like, I think they're closer than Louisville and Indy 11 are. So that's going to be exciting. That's going to be exciting next year. Oh yeah, Jerry pointing out Carl's Jr. on the socks. Wow. When does St. Louis? Who would you want to see sponsor St. Louis City's socks? Because we already got Purina. We already got Purina for the jersey. We've got like BJC on the sleeves. Who would you want to sponsor St. Louis's socks? Also, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want those Club America socks. Fiat White Castle. You know what? At 2 in the morning, White Castle does slap. A couple calls for Emo's Pizza, the Square Beyond Compare, that St. Louis style pizza that you either love or hate. I think that would work. And also, the Square thing, it's also Purina's thing. So, and City Park is a square. So I mean, it fits the continuity. It definitely fits the continuity. Ben wanting some Ted Drews. I think you just want Ted Drews, period. Like, admit it. Like, you just want the actual custard. Like, and I don't blame you because, like, it's like the Roman Empire for me. I always think about Ted Drews. Yeah, Brad pointing out that it's about an hour 20 from Louisville to Lexington. So, yeah, that's going to be an actual derby. In fact, I saw someone on Louisville's Twitter suggest the El Bluegrassico for that derby. The El Bluegrassico, because Kentucky's known for its bluegrass. I love it. Another vote for White Castle from Brad. That works. I think White Castle would be divisive. What would be more divisive as a sponsor, White Castle or Emos? Because White Castle, you either hate them to death or you love them. Emos is kind of the same. I think that this is the question that will consume us for the rest of our time today. White Castle or Emos? I do agree. Emos in St. Louis City need to meet up and do some business. As bouncing ball in the box for City, it's 32-25 at Mark. By the way, we can talk about food because not a whole lot going on in the past 10 minutes or so. As this one's hoofed deep. It's almost like Sam and Dinner and never left because that was always the plan with him. Threatening ball movement in the middle by America. Good switch. Reed, you should have stepped in, Reed. You should have stepped in on that. You could have. Valdez skies it. We got bailed out there. We just got bailed out big time. That everything up until the shot was not great. Not great. But you know what is great? Sean noting that a lot of people prefer Cecil Whitaker's. I'm one of them. I am a Cecil stan. I will die on that hill. Cecil Whitaker's, solos, emos, full stop. Absolute full stop. A little bit of a debate over White Castle. Jerry's saying it's got to be local, but Ryan's saying that White Castle is more divisive since it is out of town. It was pointed out that White Castle, by Sean pointing out that White Castle is from the bad place, where those blue people that play soccer play. Starts with a K. So yeah, I think White Castle. No, that's a no from me, dog. That's a no from me. That's a good point. Nothing good comes out of Kansas, except Ottomans from Nebraska Furniture Mart. But then it's Nebraska Furniture Mart. I'm confused. I'm like a third of the way through this beer, so like this is sobriety, failing me tonight. Mason, I think they get real wild with it and get like a red flag to sponsor. That could work. High Point's another option. Is that too local though? Because I feel Emos is like, it's got some notoriety to it, Yeah, Ben pointing out that White Castle was founded in Wichita. Although ironically enough, there's not one in Wichita. Very curious. Very good field goal by Club America for the days when the Chargers played at Carson. Yeah, kind of a throwback there. Love me some Culvers. Oh God, what did I do? Was it because I buried emos, Mason? Am I kicked off of the ramble now? Are my rambling days over? Well, clearly not, because I'm rambling here in this watch along. By the way, yeah, Sean, Culvers is from Wisconsin, so that does not work. Maybe for Forward Madison it would work, but not us. Although I don't know if Culver's is cool enough for Forward Madison. They've got their own kind of vibe up there. I did a video on them, by the way, back in June. If you want to see what I'm talking about. Even then, though, I still didn't fully get their vibe. But they're still cool. And weird. Do we maybe do, like Sean suggesting, barbecue? Like, do we do Sugar Fire or like Salt and Smoke or bandanas, Pappies? Vest Soda. Love me some Vest Orange Whistle. Okay, here's a 30. Here we go. Shot! Oh, dear God, Simon Betcher. We were just talking about field goals for Club America. Actually, no, that was Thorson. Was it Thorson or was it Betcher? I thought it was Betcher. They just showed Thorson. It was Thorson. It was Thorson. Oh my god. Sean, your boy. The can't hit the broadside of a barn Thorson is back. Dear God. Oh shoot, Toiker got subbed out. While we were talking about food, I am way behind on my comments here. Okay, I'm catching up now. Oh my, even the Club America fans are like, oh my God, fudge, Klausberries, why? Oh my God, Betcher Battlehawk. Yep, they need a kicker next year. He hit the stanchion. Don't talk to Kane. Inconsolable. Thor Battlehawk. Yeah, because I screwed that up. Yeah, Thor's not going to keep the starting spot with that. I agree. That is problematic. That is problematic. And now here we go. You see it coming, and now Club America shot. Oh, right at Berkey though. Right at Berkey. Not the biggest to say from Berkey, but you know what? I haven't heard it in a while, so. Yeah, what is going on with Toiker? What I completely missed that. Did anyone see what happened to Toikert? Yeah, I'm checking. I'm literally looking at Twitter myself over here. Okay, Jerry is saying it's a slight injury. Apparently looked like a cramp, according to Kane. Okay, so maybe just a precautionary thing? I'm hoping it's just precautionary. My friend Chris Gephardt on Twitter saying Thor's miss might have been the worst miss in club history. I don't disagree with that. Oh, man. Twitter right now is not being very kind to Nuke v. Thorson right now. Yeah, this is... Oh, my goodness. I'm witnessing actual character assassination on Twitter for Thorson right now. Maybe I should watch the game instead. It's almost like I'm doing a watch-along or something where I watch the game as a shot goes wide. Yeah. Yeah, and yes, when I say precautions, because it's Leagues Cup, yeah, and Zach and Sean, we need him the rest of the year. This is look, the Club America fans that are in the chat here probably are looking at us right now and laughing because we're thinking that we had a chance in this. Let's just face it. So, as Club America gets another corner, I do agree, Mason. I think Betcher did have a better look at that. I'll have to look at the replay again, but yeah, it looked like Betcher had a better look. He was just Betcher being unselfish. Jake Henry, Thor is Harry Kane. I don't know. Like, that was so poor. I think he might actually just be Kane goes the games. You know, not Kane, not Harry Kane. I mean, Harry Kane might have at least like nicked the crossbar. Yeah, and Fiat, you know, the Club America fan pointing out those misses can't happen with a team like America. They don't make many mistakes at all. That is true. I have deeply offended Mr. I'm not Kane. Mr. Man to be named later. Oh man. We're having fun. We're having fun because it hurts right now. It hurts. We are literally the Joker right now. We are literally the Joaquin Phoenix Joker right now. We're laughing because it hurts. I feel like we should be down a lot more than 1-0, honestly. Sean asking what happened to Toykert. Apparently, it's just like maybe like a cramp or something, and then they might be being cautious about it. I'm going back and looking at Twitter right now, and I'm just like, okay. Matt Baker, Cedric Toykert appeared to have a non-contact leg injury at 33, was chasing an attacker in transition. Upon a goal kick, Berkey noticed he wasn't okay, held the kick, allowed Toykert time to be down and sub out. Toykert was grasping his leg as he got up on his own to leave. I'm hoping that's a cramp. I am hoping that is just a cramp. Shake saying we're having fun because we aren't watching the game. Yeah, we're watching the watch along. I don't want to get too much into the whole Open Cup boycott thing. I mean, if you support it, great. If you don't, great. I personally was boycotting. I'm not going to any games, but some took that as far as to like not even like pay attention to the club. I don't go quite that far. And in fact, I'm doing a watch along tonight. So it's like, clearly I'm not, like the guy in Tiananmen Square or anything, but yeah. Yeah. So if you're just watching the watch along for commentary, I appreciate you. I don't know how good it is because I'm like not talking about the game as much as you'd probably like, but it's just everyone hanging out at the bar basically. This is what this is. Yes, it is all jokey jokes. Hey, Mason's watching joke over here. There you go. You almost have to. Sometimes St. Louis City games feel like watching Joaquin Phoenix Joker. Jay Atlanta is showing some love. I appreciate everything you're doing for grassroots soccer. I wish we had more people like you in Canada. Oh, thank you, Jay. And hello from America. Hello. What part of Canada are you from? I mean, clearly you're not in Atlanta because you just said you're from Canada. So, but he is referring to some of the lower league vlogs that I've done lately on the Soccer Zombie channel. So if you want to check those out, as we check out Club América, threatening but good defense so far by St. Louis. God, America's relentless. They are relentless. They turn the ball over, they get it right back. Like, just, God, even their tackles look beautiful. Their passing looks beautiful. They're beautiful. Handball. That's a handball. That one I can say for sure is a handball. Got bailed out by the handball for once. 43-40 at mark, by the way. Yeah, I'm pretty much just being a color guy here. Fiat, I love City, but I ain't buying tickets or tweeting about it till season starts again. That's fair. I haven't tweeted about them as much. I will say that. I'm definitely not as active as I usually am. I know, Brad, the handball wasn't on us. It's amazing. But yeah, I was just in Tulsa over the weekend. I did a vlog on FC Tulsa the week before then, I went with Jake Henry to Louisville City. They played Eintracht Frankfurt. I did a vlog on that. Then I went to Union Omaha with Skirt City SC, and we did Union Omaha versus Forward Madison. I've also done Indy 11 earlier in the season as well, so you can check those out on my channel if you want to know more about the lower leagues. Which is why I'm doing them, because I think a lot of people just aren't. There's a perception issue with lower league soccer. Like, we don't have the lower league culture quite like England does, where it's just interwoven into the fabric of this country, but it's getting there. I really think it's getting there. Hartle to Reed in the box, floated cross. Oh, there's Durkin, could have volleyed it. The goal is not in the third row, St. Louis. Stop hitting it to the third row. Totland, Durkin, Thor, especially you, Thor. The goal is not in the third row. Stop hitting it there. Thank you. Yeah, now it's the Chris Durkin space project. And then it was a Nuke v. Thorson missile project, because that was more of a missile than a shuttle. Tweets that age like milk. Handball in our favor. Maybe the stars are aligned. Yeah, not quite. Yeah, Zach, what was that, Durkin? 5 minutes of stoppage time. We're coming up at 46 minutes exactly at mark. Just a reminder, at halftime, we will have Mason and Sean back to discuss the first half and the nightmare that is Nuke v. Thorson in front of goal sometimes as St. Louis gets the ball back. Here's Vasilev running with the ball onto the far side. Gets caught up. St. Louis catches up, though. Vasilev still with the ball on the far side. Tipped. Thor, redeem yourself! Shot blocked! Dang it! Rip your speakers. Sorry about that. Club America, yeah, the commentator just, noted the Club America just throwing bodies in front of the ball. Yeah, good, well played by America there, but God, just these crosses tonight have been pretty terrible. Oh, be good, do good, Jerry. I choose to be a goldfish. New half, new opportunities. Carry on, City. All right. Here we go. Other way for Klub. Oh! Yaro's chopped down. Kind of a desperate attempt at retaining possession, but he was kind of on an island by himself, that Club America player. Yaro's been known to pick up knocks here and there, so hopefully he's okay. As that was Valdez getting the yellow. His heart was in the right place, Valdez, but his head was not. Drew asking, why did I stay up for this? Because these watch-alongs are therapy. This is a way we can all get together and moan about our team. This is, and because we can't be at the bar tonight. Oh, shot and saved! Out of nowhere. That was a great save. Oh, man, yeah. Spectacular. That was beyond Berkey level. Tolan heads it back. Durkin with the shot. Man. That was a hell of a save. Who was the Club America fan that said earlier that we have to really watch out for Malagon tonight? You are a prophet. That is like Jesus level save. Corner kick and cleared away. Kane is going to go outside and yell into space. I totally understand that. I live in an apartment, so I can't do that right now. I threaten my tenancy in this building every night I do these watch-alongs. Sean needs a cigarette right now, so if you're not available for halftime, Sean, I completely understand. Let's see. Ryan, that's more to do with football in Europe lacking a stout. Okay, they're talking about something else. All right, still less than a minute to get something done. Leuven, another wild cross, but it does find a head. Thorson on the far side, but can't do anything with it. Klub's going to get one more chance. Nice switch to the near side, but a little far for Valdez. Valdez feeds it up forward. Not the best of passes. Kind of led him a little too far. But look at how well they work the ball in tight spaces. Like that is world class. As unfortunately they have an errant cross of their own, so they are not perfect either. All right. So we're having a bit of a pro-rel salary cap discussion in the chat, but as halftime now, we're only losing 1-0. We are only losing 1-0. If you told me that before the game, I would not have been upset. But how many times have I done these watch-alongs and felt like I do have a reason to be upset because we're only trailing 1-0 or we're at a 0-0 draw? We had the chances. Nuke Thorson high. Club America has some chances too that they didn't quite execute on either too. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Oh, Drew was pointing out Berkey Turkey, telling him how much he's enjoying the videos lately. I appreciate that. Tell him hi. And if he still wants to take that caravan to Louisville, Lexington next year, he's got a seat. Jake Henry will just be in the back seat sleeping, if he can fit in there. I drive a pretty sporty car that's not known for its space. Yep, great effort by City, digging deep to stay in the match. No complaints. Jake is hungry because of all the food talk we had. That's totally fair. Had so many chances to tie. I do agree. Club America's coach has a heavy influence on a Brazilian style of play. I do kind of notice that. They play a very flashy style. I have kind of noticed that from their game, not just last year, but just in general. Yeah, I'm with you, Jeff. I'll take that score at half, but Thor, good grief. Very interested in what can come from the USL implementing in their own league separate from MLS. I think USL is going to be kind of like a guinea pig for ProRel and their economic models and like its viability here in America. Because I mean, like again, Lexington's like the worst team in League One, but yet they're getting promoted to the championship because they have money. So. All right, Daniel Betzel. Don't worry, everyone. I'm off work, so we can start winning the second half. Let's go. Champions League Finals. Daniel's here, guys. We got this. All right, yes. Save us. Jacob, we need a good second half. We need to win. MLS shouldn't divest into 30 clubs, but single entity, from my understanding, is primarily for player contracts. That's totally fair. Other scores around the league. David Cotton pointing out Colorado leads 1-0 over the other Liga MX team still alive, Toluca. LAFC up 2-1 in their match. They have San Jose tonight. So the winner of LAFC San Jose would get Seattle. And then the quarterfinals on the other side are set. There's Philly and Mazatlan. Actually, wait, that's. Didn't we talk about them earlier? I'm confused. And then Columbus and New York and NYCSC. All right. I've been kind of delaying because I think Sean is going to be a little delayed getting into the halftime show. Also, a lot of comments. Breakfast Seeing is here. How's it going, Breakfast? Best game we played this year? I wouldn't go that far, but it's been encouraging. In fact, let's go ahead and bring in producer Mason to kind of talk about things here. Breakfast King saying that this is the best we've played this year. I think we've been good, but have we been that good?
Yeah. I guess here's the thing. No, it's not.
He does qualify that, saying it's considering the opponent.
That was going to be my point, was that like we have looked better in other games. We looked better in our last game. We looked better in our game against Portland.
Yeah,
because
and Daniel points that out.
Kind of point that, like, we kind of almost pushed him around.
Yeah,
but we are showing that we're up for this task, even though I think that we're gonna still come up short.
I think so.
We are playing so much better against Club América than we did last year.
Miles.
And also, this is Club América. So,
like Club América, like if you don't understand how good Club América is, like they are imagine the Yankees if they were actually good. That is what they are in Mexican soccer. Like they are the Death Star of Mexican soccer.
As I nearly say something about the Yankees, Tom.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the Yankees do kind of stink this year, don't they?
Yeah, and Ben Hockman from the Post kind of made that correlation in an article today that he did. But yeah, I think this first half can be summed up with one word. Thor.
Yeah, well, so I think that Thor miss is just he comes running in from behind it and he's at
the XG.
He's at full speed.
Apple TV XG 1.5 for St. Louis.
Oh man. Wow, Jesus. That's
that hurts
to see. Yeah. that the Thor miss is just he's running at full speed, he's leaning back on it, and he sends it up into the galaxy.
He got excited.
But like there's been like how many just like wayward crosses like kind of out of nowhere that like seem like they should be falling, and even crosses that do like they don't go into the third row are not hitting marks, and it's like, is there something up with the turf? Like, why is the ball acting like this?
I know, right? And I will say that Malagon save on Durkin.
Oh, that save.
That might be the best save I've seen all year.
Yeah, I saw that, and I had flashbacks to Martin Paz.
Yeah,
what he did us.
Martin Paz,
and so
Dallas owns us.
I saw that, and I was like, Malagon, if he's going to make saves like that all night, it doesn't matter if we completely shut Club América down, and that's a big if, and we pepper them all night. Yeah. We're losing 1-0.
I gotta apologize. The Yanks actually are good this year. Too. That's how much I follow baseball anymore. Like I thought they were so terrible.
All right, so my knowledge of the Yankees is that like I watch John Boy videos and he bitches about the Yankees all the time. So that's like my entire context for it.
That is totally fair. Let's go ahead and get this chat back on track with Sean Campbell joining us here at halftime. Your thoughts on the first half, and you don't have to talk about Thor if you don't want to. I know he's your boy.
As the resident Thor stan, in air quotes, Thor stan on the River City Ramble.
Oh, air
that
quotes
miss
now.
that miss is I did not take that title. I was given that title. But a miss like that, you cannot be missing those kinds of things and expecting to be the number one guy. But at the same time, everyone misses those from time to time. It happens. But you can't in a game like this against a team like Club América, where they are strong in all parts of the field, on all parts of the game. When you get a chance like that, you have to bury it. You have to. Or if you can't bury those, you're going to be chasing the game all night. And I mean, I got to give props over the course of the whole first half to City, because they got chance after chance, and they really looked like they were trying to build into the game, and they were doing pretty well. And it got a few really good chances. We just couldn't bury the ones we got. It's what we've been seeing from City all season. I will say we did get it looked like we got a little bit of life injected into us when Indy came on the field. I don't know if it's necessarily his direct action on the ball, but something tweaked when he came on the field, and things were a little bit different. I think with a proper halftime speech, we might be able to potentially think about possibly having a chance to maybe think about potentially tying this game in the second half. I'm not saying we're going to, but if we can come out and keep building into the game, there's a chance. It's not zero.
Yeah. The thing with the Thor miss is that Betcher was on that ball, and Thor basically cuts him off to take that shot, which is the most appalling thing. Because Betcher is coming at it from the side, and he's not at full charge. He kind of got tripped up on as he's coming to it. He can strike it from the side. He's not going to have to lean back on it so much. He doesn't have as much momentum into it. He can put a better strike onto the ball. I'm not going to say that Betcher scores it and Thor doesn't, but Thor is going to, like, if he misses like that. And then also to cut off a teammate that probably has a better look than you do to take a shot that you miss that bad is really embarrassing.
and Ryan pointing out, and I got fooled, and I know I wasn't the only one. I thought it was Betcher that initially was the one that skied it, because Betcher did have that look, and I think Betcher being unselfish, he also saw Thor had some space, so I don't really fault him so much, but I keep thinking back to that Taylor Twellman tweet about Betcher, like he just does not have that finisher in him, and I'm like, God, does that validate Taylor, or are we actually going to do that?
Well, it wasn't him, so it's a moot point for the moment.
I mean,
but that's also kind of why we moved. We went out and got people so we could move Thor back out to the wing. Whether it's left or right, he can play pretty well down the wing. and he's pretty good at putting a ball in. He's pretty good at getting a shot from more distance than that. Even if the shots aren't always on frame, Thor can finish when he needs to outside of this one chance. I know. I'm talking. It sounds like I'm talking out my ass.
You sure?
He's scored. He has scored multiple goals for us this season.
Yeah,
so
I know.
He's shown that he has the ability to put balls in the back of the net. I don't think he's going to be our number one scorer at the end of the year, and if he is, then that's a problem.
Right now our problem is that our number one scorer is Klaus with 5.
And he's been hurt for most of the year. So, I honestly don't know what needs to actually happen in the second half. But we need some ball luck. We need some lucky bounces. We need some better defense in our. We've been operating more as a mid block than we have as a high press, and I think that's a slight tactical shift from Bradley Carnell to John Hackworth. And I think honestly we just need to be better in our execution and look a little less frantic in trying to get the ball back. And that's what I've seen mostly in trying to get the ball back, is we've seen more frantic than we have in the past, as opposed to being clinical and cutting out passes and timing our tackles right. And that's just what I'm seeing. I could be completely wrong on that, but that's just the way I'm seeing it.
By the way, I want to go back to the first goal, with the only goal so far of the game, Club America. This thing is disgusting.
I don't want to look at this again.
It's just a thing. Well, I want to watch it because it's just a thing of beauty. Like, look at this ball movement. Toadlin gets absolutely burned. He's still carrying the ball. 1-2, boom.
It's
1-2, boom. What can you do against that? That's why I'm not too bitter about things, because that's Club America. That's just what they do.
Yeah, you cannot blame that on any one guy on the defense.
No, you can't, and you can't do anything about that going down 1-0 on a goal like that. It's Club America. They're gonna do that to you. The fact that we're not down 4 going into this halftime is, I think, proof that we're playing better against them than we did last year. But we're not attacking well enough.
The fact that we're not tied already also means we're not being as clinical.
And then this Malagon save. Is this the Malagon save?
Yeah, this is the Malagon save. And I need to see this again just to believe it. Good header by
What a cutback, and then what a... I think that... I know that you said that, that's a Berkey plus say. I think that Berkey could have that as well. It's not.
He could have, and I think we've seen that.
It's not as off it's not as off his center of mass as it looked in.
But that's still
but that's a really
save.
Really good save. Yeah.
It really
that saved the game.
Now that I've seen it a few times, I can say, yeah, that probably is a Berkey level save. In the heat of the moment, though, it just because Durkin put some oomph on it, and it was goal bound. That definitely was a goal bound.
Oh yeah, that's top bins. That's top bins if he doesn't put hands to it.
Definitely. So I'm in the school of all hope is not lost, but
we're only down 1. No, but I think as Daniel points out, we have to get 2. Because if this goes to a shootout, we're toast. We saw what happened, and that was Ben Lunt in net against Juarez, and we still couldn't save one, although Ben Lunt got close. But then we were terrible on those PKs, which I wasn't expecting. And then we don't have Ben Lunt out there. We have Roman Berkey, who is 1 for however many in his whole career.
Yeah.
So...
And then, of course, the one he saves goes in on the rebound, but
Yeah. Okay, so it's 2 for whatever in his whole career.
I think it's actually 5 for whatever. I think it's 5
no,
out of 5.
3, maybe.
I can double check transfer market real quick.
Yeah, check that. Zach right now is vomiting, but this is also the same reason why I'm still having some hope, because our XG is at 1.5, and I think this is one of those times where I said earlier, you can't fully trust Apple TV, but we had our chances. I think the 1.5 XG is actually fair. It's just we're back to the old problem.
We're taking bad shots.
We're not
getting them in great
shot.
areas, but we're putting them over, we're putting them wide, or we're not putting them where they need to be. But also, I did double check. It is 5 of total of 60 that he has saved.
Yeah.
How many of those are in youth? Because he saved one in Champions League and he saved one in MLS,
and then 3 in the Swiss Super League.
So youth, yeah.
I wouldn't say youth so much as it was just a lower league. But still, that was when he was younger. He wasn't playing on a youth team. He wasn't playing on a U23 or something like that. He was playing at a pro level. It was just in the Swiss league, which is not nearly as good as either Bundesliga or MLS.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say that the Swiss league is comparable to MLS. I don't know. We don't have a hope in hell if this goes to a shootout.
Absolutely not.
Unless basically like Club América misses, like happened in that one game. I don't remember which one it was now. But like that's our only hope. If it goes that far. Otherwise, we have to get 2 and not let in another one against a team that I think is up there in favorites to win this whole thing.
Oh, for sure. Like they definitely could go all the way. They can make the march for sure. By the way, Kane does have frozen custard, but because he's in Denver, it's not Ted Drew's. So
okay, I'll forgive it.
Acceptable.
That's all right. Because I did ask earlier. Yeah, I mentioned like, oh, he probably just went Ted Drew's, and he does have frozen custard, to be fair. So that answers that. Jacob predicted 1-1 for this game. Knew it would be good. I knew America would score, but if we are missing open nets, then we are done. But if we go to penalties, I don't think we make it out. We literally just talked about one reason why.
Colorado are, as Ryan points out, Colorado are up in the 82nd minute, 1-0 over Toluca, which is a chance to do the funniest thing and get revenge in League's Cup against the person that knocked you out last year. So, yeah.
And Daniel, I'm with you. If St. Louis does bow out, I'm probably a Columbus fan for the rest of the way.
If St. Louis bows out, I'm done with this tournament, 100%.
That's fair. That's fair.
Well, yeah, there's that, but also.
Yeah. Alrighty, well, second half about to begin. We'll catch up with you guys for the post game.
Yep.
See y'all then.
See ya. All right. By the way, I did notice this earlier. I've just been waiting for the second half to start, which it has started right now. Actually, let me adjust the banner real quick. And we are updating that. There we go. I did notice, Breakfast King, not only have you joined us, you have joined the supporters section. Thank you very much. You're actually number 13 in the supporters section today. Aaron Leak and Be Good Do Good joined the supporters section. This is the section here, by the way, in case you are wondering what that is about. Just 99 cents a month. You get to be a member of the channel and you get to join all those fun people there. And I assure you, they are all fun. I actually know just about every one of them, like in real life. So I would not tell a lie. All right, 46 minutes coming up at Mark. But anyway, thank you very much, BK, for that. And BK is a homie because, like, you know, you have to be, when you're limited on luggage space and you go to England and you finally get to check off Anfield off your bucket list, you really have to like a guy to stuff not 1 but 2 Liverpool scarves to bring back to him in the States. So BK is a good dude. BK is a good dude. Toluca has evened it up. Oh, we jinxed it. We absolutely jinxed it. It is now Toluca 1, Colorado 1. Wow. Oh, Daniel was saying that America and Columbus are the favorites, but yeah. Patrick Schulte, I will absolutely... I adore me some Patrick Schulte. I watched him win multiple Atlantic 10 championships for SLU. Because when for the Atlantic 10 tournament, the top seed hosts, and it's been St. Louis University more often than not. And when Bill McDermott, when we host the A10, Bill McDermott, Mr. Soccer, he's usually the PA guy, but he goes over to be the color commentator for the ESPN broadcast, and then I do public address for St. Louis University. So that's how I know so much about Schulte, Klein, Betcher, and other SLU guys, because I have watched them over the years do great things at Hermann Stadium. And I will be actually doing 3 SLU soccer games confirmed, plus any Atlantic 10 soccer this year. I'll be the stadium announcer for 2 women's games. It's BYU and Penn State, 2 big games. And then for the men, they are hosting Indiana. You can find their schedules on the SLU website. But those games are actually coming up in at the end of next month. And like, actually, no, wait, the end of this month. End of this month, and then September 1st is another one. So, oh, look what we have here. A certain enjoyer / enthusiast has become a member of the supporters section. That is 2 tonight. My friend from Omaha, Zach. Thank you very much, Zach. Whether you're an enjoyer or an enthusiast, you're all right. You also are a booho like me. So, break for Club América, but it's mishandled. Recovers. St. Louis slow to recover. Valdez lays it off. Oh, good step in, and now we're going the other way. Good time for a counter. Club América committed a lot of players on that. Here's Hartle on the near side. Back in the middle for Leuven. Oh, a forward shot! Yes! Let's go!
Oh! Against Chelsea! Let's go! We're in the Champions League! We're alive! The headline has been written.
We are alive! Indy Vasilev! Come on! Malagon can't save them all. He cannot save them all. That is St. Louis soccer right there. Yes, we are becoming more possession-oriented, but that counterattack, I saw it Club América committed so many players up forward on that attack that kind of stalled out. That nice step in. We need to figure out who that defender was that made that step in to start this. But here's Hartle. Nice lay into Leuven. Leuven picking out Vasilev, and just a nicely placed shot. That's what you do. That is good looking football right there. That would be a copyright strike, Chris. I can't do the Indy Vasilev, Indiana Jones thing here. But look at the celebrations in the chat. Kane is choking on his custard. Future Henry Kessler bucket hat. Oh my God! Yes. Indy, Kane again. Indy, yeah, it was Indy. Kessler's bucket hat, future Kessler's bucket hat there. Sean, we're celebrating too much. Another good step in. I think it was Totland that made the step in, because that looked like the same guy that made that step in before that forced the turnover. Bad back and forth action here in the second half. I'll get to more of your comments here in just a bit, but St. Louis threatening once again. Oh, taken down. There. Good ref. Oh, we scored, so I can take that off. There you go. And I need to update the banner. I need a producer for these things. Nowhere I can find one. There we go. Perfect. You know that I just noticed there hasn't been a lot of whistles this game. This has actually been a couple of yellow cards, but this hasn't been a whistle happy game. The game in Tulsa over the weekend was very whistle happy. Yeah, holy bleep, what a shot. Let's go. Our friend from Ontario. I saw that message, by the way. I just didn't point it out. Hebert with the header, but a little errant. In fact, I need to actually... I'm so sorry, Jay Atlanta. I did see your comment earlier, but I think I was... I think we were talking. I saw that you were from Ontario. Berkey deals with it. Yep, here it is. Yeah, Jay from Ontario, super happy CPL and USL are finally getting some traction. I'm just doing what very little that I can do because it takes a while to drive to places like Louisville and Tulsa, but I would love to see even more crossover between the two leagues. I wouldn't be surprised if there's more interaction between those two. Like there needs to be. Like why isn't the CP? Well, I feel CP will be more USL level. I was gonna say why aren't they part of the Leagues Cup, but different tier. All right, Kane, my baby. Let's go. What did I say? What a shot. Mr. Gooey Buttercake himself. I love that video. Brad Whiteside, he said $5 for every city goal. That's some more McChickens. Thank you, Brad. Clipped! Penalty kick! We are flying! We are flying! High as the eagle. Wait, that's Club America's mascot. Sorry. Vamos! Yeah, Mason, I don't know where you would find a producer in this late hour. It's crazy. Thor gets that first hash now. Tears of joy haven't dried yet. And here we go. Catching up to the chat. Oh my geez. Pen. PK. Pedal. We're massive. This chat is massive. We are higher than the arch. Daniel. See, I tell you, Daniel just had to get off work and get in here. Same thing with Breakfast King. Kane loves Indiana Vasilev. And we love Indy too. And you know what? I would really love Edouard Leuven right now. Come on, Edu. You're set piece Jesus. Let's get another one in there. Let's get another Neville-gasm in here. Oh, we are alive. We are so alive tonight. Come on, Edu. And false start. Oh, Thor was cheating. Oh, no. Okay, so they're just resetting. Okay. I thought we were he was gonna take the penalty away from us. Thor, be nice. Don't do this to me, Thor. Thor, you are Mr. Stress tonight. Between that shot and that. Come on. Let Edu take a shot. Yes! Let's freaking go. We are up on Club America. Club effing America. 2-1. What is happening? We saw a St. Louis fan. I saw a St. Louis fan on the screen. They do exist in LA. Oh my gosh. The chat has exploded. Rapids up 2-1. We're preoccupied. Goal. Yes. Moving Galazzo 2-1. Come on, City. I wonder how long that thing went. Now I just figured it out. We are massive. Leuven steps up, tucks it in. That's all you got to do. Leuven for the lead. Galazzo, let's go. Let's get another funk. Yes, absolutely massive. Someone get Joey Zanaboni on the horde because City leads. That's his chick, by the way. Sorry about that. All the Club America fans that are in this right now are like, this guy is like this white guy is just absolutely going loco right now. I'm chuffed. I'm absolutely chuffed. We are actually leading Club. It's not over. It's not over. Good save by Berkey. A penalty for Club? For what? Oh, they're saying it went off the arm. By the way, thanks for the $5, which might not be applied to McChickens. They might be applied to from both Kane and Brad. Another one. I love Edouard Leuven. This might go towards the whiskey fund. Oh man, I want to see. Let's see this replay. Need to see that again. Oh, that's totally. I think that stands. Yeah, handball giveth and taketh away. That's a hand. Totlin makes the motion. It goes off. That's enough. If you're chicken winging it, that's enough. It's a reflex. But was he outside the box? Oh, he was in. No, he was in. He was in the box. He was in the box. Yeah, fair call. And we just talked about how Roman Berkey is so not great at saving PKs. Well, that was fun. That was a fun 58 minutes. By the way, my banner is like way out of date. I realize that. I'm just going to take it down for now because we're absolutely popping off here. Henry Martin, who I think scored at least once against us last year, maybe twice. Probably gonna get another one here. Yeah, definitely a penalty. Sucks, but it's the right call. 58:05 at mark. Yes, the juggernauts of the land. Oh, we're going to VAR. Hello, VAR for the save. Come on, I love VAR. It's great. It is a great addition to soccer. I never had a question about it. Never. Yeah, VAR is wonderful. Was it shoulder? Was that like? Because the shoulder does not. Maybe they're checking the location of it because. Yeah, that might not be in. Chris, let me dream. Let me dream. Yeah, it looks like it bounces just outside the box. Yeah, look at that. I have the game on a different screen. Otherwise, I would like just show you like the small box of it on a different laptop. Like, so it's like my screen's like right down over here. So VAR. No PK! Come on! I've never been so happy for VAR in my life. I love VAR. I love you, VAR. Justice. No penalty. Come on. Let's go. VAR. Get the VAR Ultras. Stand up. Pass it in the box. Hartle. Leuven. Oh, nice move. Oh, what was I just saying about Club America's ball movement? Look at this. And Thor. And no handball at all. That's wild. That is, I guess they're saying it caught more of the bone, shoulder bone, because shoulder bone is not handball. Forearm, like the bicep is. This isn't. Wow. That is like absolute reverse psychology for how those things go for St. Louis. Yeah, Club America fans are probably pissed right now. Any Club America fans that are still in this, speak up. Because I think you might have been robbed. You might have been robbed. There is belief in this squad right now, Sean. I agree. Rapids move on, so the winner gets the Rapids, looks like. Birthday Boy not balling out tonight. Bucket Hat, our defense really needs to not get absolutely pulled apart from their offense. I agree. Oh, man. Wow. What a 10 minutes or so. Jeez, and it's not over yet. Vasilev working against the defender. Did the Club America guy touch that? No, they're going to say he touched it when it was out of bounds. 61-35 at mark. Indy, your mask looks fabulous. You literally are Batman. You absolutely are Batman. Snowing in hell right now. VAR saved us. Oh, that was Totlin, not Thor. My bad. Only good vibes. I agree. Only good vibes. Everyone, stop for a moment and boo this man. Boo this man right here. Let's get the boos in the chat for the blue guy from Kansas. Or maybe he's from Missouri, but he's a fan of a team that plays in Kansas. Boo! There we go. Let's get those boos in there. Boo! Kane can hardly even talk right now. Sean's loud booing. Boo! Boo! Show them that show me hospitality. There we go. There we go. All in good fun. All in good fun. I've been to Children's Mercy Park 3 times now, and honestly, I've not had a bad experience. Which that might get me kicked off the ramble for saying that, but yeah. Yeah, Zach, if he was a Club America fan, he would have absolutely obliterated his TV. The game's going on my laptop right here. You would have seen a grown man chuck a laptop out of his apartment window if I were a Club America fan. I can verify that. Sean is still shaking. Daniel is stressed. He was content. Ryan is suggesting for our KC fan, keep Vermes forever. We love Vermes here in St. Louis. Man, St. Louis threatening again. They're up 2-1. This is the St. Louis team when they have a lead in the second half. This is what I want to see. The ball in Club America's territory, because so often we park the friggin' bus, at least mostly under the Carnell era. My God, we're winning. Frickin' winning. Gosh. Hey, that technically it's Nebraska's furniture. I had that conundrum earlier. Y'all haven't beaten us, but y'all call CMP City Park West. Yeah, we do. No, we haven't beaten you there, but like, you hear us. Oh, good save by Berkey. Okay, Zach's saying, joke's on you, Chiefs Kingdom. We don't have to win there. We don't even win at City Park. True. And that is actual thing, Sean. There was a banner at the last St. Louis KC game. Someone in the suite section had called it City Park West. And I've heard that expression used before. It's a reference to how loud we are at Children's Mercy versus KC fans. Then again, I'm always in the St. Louis section when I'm at KC, so like I never actually hear like the KC fans very much because we just have a noise bubble in our corner. You can check out I did a away day review of Children's Mercy Park on this channel a couple weeks ago. I kind of talk about that in there. Berkey. Jay's wanting to know why there's a reason the game's at a neutral ground. Well, it's technically Club America's home. This year they changed the Leagues Cup to where Mexican clubs do have like a home base and they play games at their home base. So otherwise St. Louis should have hosted this one if we were going purely by like supporter shield standings. Like if this was last year's format, St. Louis would be hosting this game again, but they changed that this year. So that's why. And so yeah, the Club America uses Cali as their home base. Yeah, and correct. And Mason points that out. Wait until KC fans learn that everyone makes that joke everywhere, even about non-rival specific teams. That's true. Yeah, watch the last STL SKC games. We were loud on the TV stream, so I did hear us pretty loud on that one. Betcher's down. He is. I'm looking like a cramp, maybe. I mean, he's walking off. He's not limping. He's fine. He is fine. It was Betcher. Yeah, but it looks like he might be okay. But Marcanic and Klein are warming up, as Sean points out. Could get our first slew for slew swap of MLS history, I think, as it would be Johnny Klein for Simon Betcher. That'd be pretty cool as a SLU fan. All right. Kane pointing out we were lower than the KC supporters in the 2015 U.S. Open Cup when STLFC, rest in peace, supporters traveled to CMP. I remember seeing videos of that. I definitely remember seeing videos of that. Yeah, Petros got rolled up on, but he's okay, thankfully. Oh yeah, if we were in the Azteca in Mexico City, like they're kicking the extra point probably at this point, honestly. Totally agree with that. St. Louis City SC fan, thanks for doing this late watch along. Hope City can see this one out. I agree. I didn't expect to be in this position. I didn't expect this to be in this position at pregame. I did not expect to be in this position at halftime. Certainly not halftime. And here we are. That's footy. See, here we go. All right. Claps for Chiefs Kingdom. It's all in good fun. I started getting to soccer this year, and I love this rivalry, but go SKC. Okay. We can respect that. We'll still boo you, but I respect that at least. I can't speak for the others, but I respect that. That's fair. Good rivalries need that banter back and forth. They just do, and not the hostility. Like it's all in good fun. I had fun at the last SKC game. We were doing our march in from the Orange Lot, which is way out in Timbuktu. If you've never been there, and we walked by some KC fans that were in a parking lot, and they were holding up a big Sporting Kansas City flag, but the bottom half of the flag said Budweiser on it. And I'm just giving them hell over it because they're supporting a St. Louis brewery in trying to make a dig at us. I'm just in there like, thank you. But that's the kind of banter you need. That's the kind of fun you need. And yeah, Zach says, I'll talk bleep, but I love the rivalry so much. It makes it so much more fun. I agree. As long as you're not getting cease and desisted by a club, as Mason is all too aware of, it's all good. Easy pickings for Berkey. Uh-oh, Kane's making booze with intent to scare now at our friend from KC. Apparently, Kane's real name is Casper. Casper, can you confirm or deny, Kane? Oh, Sean, it would have been a bigger dig if it was Boulevard. Yeah, that's facts. Absolute facts. I don't know how good Boulevard's sports merchandising game is, but yeah, that would have been a bigger dig for sure. Because Budweiser will slap their label on everything, even Sporting Kansas City stuff. Zach, anyone remember the second to last SKC match when that old dude City fan got up on the SKC supporters podium in the Capo stand? Legend, absolute legend. I will say, if a KC fan tried that at City Park, good luck and Godspeed. And I hope your hospital bill is not. We wouldn't rough him up, but it would not go well. It would not go well. Dos Santos coming out for Club América. Also Calderon going out. Kane, roll for intimidation. This has turned into a D&D watch-along now. Yes, Kane is the one and only friendly ghost. Okay. We have a ghost in the chat. Sean is always in D&D mode. He always, every River City Ramble episode, he always rolls a 20 on his performance check every single time. High charisma. He rolled very high charisma. Jerry, fresh legs for Club, going to challenge our boys now. Oh, and we got I'm hearing smoke and fireworks. Like my earpiece is just absolutely cracking right now. Yeah. Fireworks in the supporters section. We'll never sing that because MLS won't let us. Actually, you spotted 2 nerds, Mason, because I used to play D&D. Chiefs Kingdom checked out the SKC at STL match coming up, and it's expensive to go to City Park. I can verify that. It's still pricey. It's gone down a little bit. It's gone down. I mean, the team wasn't playing well this year, and prices went down as Club America chance in the box. Oh, weak shot and cleared. Bailed out. 72-30 at mark. And it's expensive because it's a derby. I want to say something. I said I'd be nice. It wasn't that expensive to get a ticket at SKC versus STL and Children's Mercy. Just saying, it wasn't expensive. Did I say that? Yes, I did. Okay, now I'll be nice. I said it, Casper. I love Hebert. Hebert has been on a heater since he came back from Canuckistan. Oh, good D. Can we? We're just hoofing it. We are doing the penalty kill defense right now, where it's just clear. I think we need another goal before we start like truly. We got another man down. Midfield. Sanchez. Reyes. Cleared-ish. And hoofed into the third row. On brand for tonight. Hebert is absolutely balling out. Soccer is for everyone. I agree. Hebert has been, so good since he came back from the Canadian men's national team. I like to call them Canuckistan. Of course, we have an Ontario native in the chat right now, so it's all in good fun. Dubs for the subs. Indy's on the pitch without a mask. Alert. So if you had the 75th minute for Indy chucking his mask, yeah. By the way, yes, Kane was making the one of us because Ben Pfeiffer is now a member of the supporter section. 3 new members tonight. 3 new members to go along with all these fine people. That's now, math was not my specialty, 15. That is a lot of McChickens and a lot of Starbucks that you are keeping me going here. Thank you so much, Ben. Thank you. Although I do gotta hide your comment. There we go. Now, Zach, again, he's from Omaha. He does point out that he doesn't have to drive through downtown KC to get to Children's Mercy Park when he's coming there from Omaha. Did Berkey get a piece? He got a piece. All right, corner kick for Club off the post. Maybe Berkey's hand. And Thor, you are awful tonight. I'm sorry, you're awful. Held on to that way too long. Or was that Vasilev? If that was Vasilev, I'm sorry. Yeah, you gotta hoof it. Sean, no, you gotta hoof it. Yeah, it was Thor. No! Bodies everywhere. Bodies and limbs everywhere. You love to see it. The shelling of St. Louis has commenced. Thor, get a better touch. Yeah, Thor, win a ball. That's what I was groaning about earlier. Get Thor out of there. I'm sorry, get him out of there. I've seen enough of him tonight. I mean, Johnny Klein knows how to win a ball. Zach is on the verge of a stroke. Ben is having heart palpitations. This is nervy football here. 77:05 coming up at Mark. Ball in the box. Berkey does enough. Mason is his life it's a life and death situation for him right now. Okay, fair. Sean Klein gets bodied, but at least he would try to win the ball. Can I breathe now? Can I breathe? I think I can breathe now. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. No? Okay. Club América's threatening again. Never mind. And we're Durkin gets this pound of flesh. Have not seen a yellow from Durkin yet, I don't think. I don't think Durkin has his yellow yet, but I'm sure that's coming. What's my Starbucks order? I am a double chocolate chip frappuccino stan, which I know is not healthy at all, but that's me. Some days I'll go simpler with an iced mocha. Yeah, it's either iced mocha or frappuccino. Depends how I'm feeling. Header! And we are tied. You knew it was coming. It felt like it was coming. And as sure as the snow in north of the wall in the land of Game of Thrones, winter came for St. Louis City in the 79th minutes. Yeah, it might be time to see JGR for Thor. I think that's a good call. No Baby Yoda yet. I'm not there yet. I'm approaching, but I'm not there. Ridiculous. That was coming. Expletives everywhere. Pain. Battled so hard. Kojima. We're making calls for Kojima. I could see. I would like Kojima. I could see Kojima out there for Thor. Where are the subs? Good question. We've just had the one so far, and it's almost the 80th minute, and we're playing in a short turnaround. This is Carnell level management here. If we only have made just one sub. Subs are too late, but it never goes well for us when we sub on stoppages in our half. So yeah, tomato. It's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Only our defense can mark someone. I agree. I want to go back to, if I can. Okay, I can. How about something a little lighter? So David Cotton, a little earlier, made a call for. Oh, and I just lost it. Anyway, he mentioned something earlier. Might have to get some scarves, SZ scarves. And Sean is saying he would buy a Soccer Zombie scarf. Funny you mentioned that. Well, let's wait for the moment to die down here a little bit first. Cleared away. Okay, we got a moment. So, since y'all are here, I can let you in on a dish. I am in discussions with a jersey maker about possibly doing a soccer zombie jersey. Now, this came up because my cousin, of all people, who I went to the FC Tulsa game with, she noted that like people were coming up to me because I was like vlogging the game, and she thought it'd be a good idea if I had something like with my brand, like my initials and like everything on it. And she's not wrong. She's actually not wrong. So honestly, just for my own purposes, but if you want to buy one as well, there might be a Soccer Zombie jersey available. And I'm just going to click on that as a possible hint out of bounds. So if you can see the screen on the bottom left, that is a potential hint of where, well, I'm probably just giving away the plot at this point, but yeah. And because it's Olive in New York, maybe I talk about having them make some scarves too, because they can make scarves as well. In fact, that's actually a good idea. Yeah, I see where it's time to get Thor out, get him off. Here comes Girdwood Reich. Thor, I'm not clapping you because you had a good game. You played like absolute ass tonight. I'm clapping because it's Girdwood Reich. Jake Girdwood Reich. And yes, Alvin York did make the River City Ramble jerseys. I have one. It's actually in Bonne Terre because I washed it and I forgot to take it from my dad's house. So it's still down at my dad's, but it exists and it's a nice quality jersey. So yeah, that's what we are. I am in discussions with Alvin York to get a Soccer Zombie jersey. Oi, oi, oi. I tried to get the Aussie, oi, oi, oi chant going in the at the Sporting Kansas City game, but I think the Santos were just vibing too much to get in there. Oi, oi, oi. We'll get there though. We'll definitely get there. Yeah, get the oi, oi, ois in the chat, as the professional streamers would say. By the way, there's still 24 people in this watch along. 23, just there now. It's 24. Literally just ticked over to 24. Bless you all for being here at 11:30 on a Tuesday night to watch a guy in a weird hat and a weird shirt discuss a soccer game. Thank you all. Yeah, chat. This is real. We got a penalty. Oh, no. Not like these. Not like these. Not like these. In this case, St. Louis. Yeah. If you have anything terribly important to say to St. Louis City right now, say it now. Hey, Jake Henry, what was it? It's now it was a good 85 minutes. Thoughts and prayers. Yeah. Hell of a match, I agree. It's been a hell of a match. Good fight. Oh man. What a ride the second half has been. No matter what happens, any Club América fans that are still in here, like seriously, respect. Full-blown respect. And yes, I think we can safely call this game better than 2023. We are headed in the right direction, St. Louis, no matter what happens with this PK or not. I'm hoping he shanks it into the third row because that would be so on brand tonight. Can he shank it? Can he shank it? He hit the crossbar! No, or did it go in? Did it go in? It probably went in. It looked like it hit the crossbar. I swear, I thought that hit the crossbar. I'm sad. I'm sad. I thought he actually smashed the crossbar. I mean, he probably would have gotten the rebound anyway. But I mean, yeah, the rebound was like fired in afterwards. I want to see a replay. Replay. Yes, happy celebration time. We get it. Replay. Berkey's got his arms extended. Okay, I'm blind. I'm blind. That was the back of the. He hit the top of the net. No, it wasn't top. That was just like the back, like the top corner. That was he just top shelved it. Yeah, he top shelved it. I'm blind. I'm an idiot. I'm yeah. This is what you get for watching MLS League MX matches on a 15-inch laptop screen because it's the best screen you have for this type of situation. Hartle can't quite get to it. I could put the game on this screen over here, but it's the same PC as the StreamYard's going, and I don't want to affect the StreamYard. So, by the way, Mason's literally watching on a pop-out window on his phone. Dude, do what you got to do. This is sacrifice. I know you've mentioned, living out in the woods and in the lake in past watch-alongs. Like, I mean, you just got to do what you got to do. That's what I feel right now, Daniel, as well. Deflated. But I agree, Jerry. Be good, do good. This is last year's team would have caved a long time ago. I agree. Totally agree. Corner for Club. 88-15 coming up at Mark. By the way, I've been using the shorthand Club just to save, for Club America. I'm sure it's probably just America. I'm probably screwed that up too. Yeah, that's my mood right now. Screw it. Daniel, I have frustrations with some decisions by the manager today. Waited too long to make subs. Where have I heard that before? Clear it. That's what you do. Good job. The Club America is leading 3-2, and yet it feels like they still have a siege on us. Yep, go back 3, throw everyone forward. I agree. It's time for Route 1 football, not route go backward football. That way. Go that way. I realize I'm probably pointing the wrong way on the screen, but yeah. There's 25 people in this room, and they're seeing me point the wrong direction. Professional. Absolutely professional. All right. Mason's going to hold some thoughts for post-game. Disappointed, but not that much. I feel like that's every watch-along I do with this team. It feels like, it's like you're disappointed, but then you're not. It's just so wishy. I don't blame you for being I'm there too. I think a lot of people are, and it's just, yeah. Either there's only been one watch along, I think, and it was the last one I did where I was truly dejected. Gotta go through some bad times. This isn't bad times right now though. We got to the round of 16 and we took Club America to the final round. This is Rocky 1 right here. This is literally the plot of Rocky 1. We took Apollo Creed to the bell. This is as close to the bell as you can get. It's just that Apollo Creed's going to win on points, like in Rocky 1. I do think this is the spark we need. I totally do agree. I do agree. This is not the team that entered. This is not the team from a month ago. This is a completely different team. Hey, Chiefs Kingdom. Ben would like you to know that we'll be okay as long as we finish higher than the Wiz. I do like those Wizard jerseys, though. I really do. I can't own one, but I really like it. But then again, I think I could probably get away with owning the KC Wizards jersey that they have out now. I mean, because St. Louis didn't have an MLS club back then, as Kansas City fans like to remind us all the time. It's a nice jersey, and I'm not supporting Kansas City directly because again, MLS owns everything, so it's I'm supporting MLS. Good save. And they played in Missouri then. I think we can safely verdict, St. Louis fans. The new KC Wizards retro jersey, is it safe for St. Louis consumption? I say yes. And yeah, those Wiz jerseys are they're great. I saw them in person in KC last month, and it took every bit of willpower not to walk away with one, which I think would get me kicked off the Ramble. I think that actually would seriously, I would not be allowed to be on that show anymore. I'm watching Mason in the green room right now, chucking his headphones across the room right now, and me, it's bad. It's bad. I just sinned greatly. Oh, the banner's off. Now it's on. They're not quitting. They're absolutely not quitting. Fair. Sean makes a fair point. I see. I can't even claim SKC. I claimed no one before St. Louis. I take it back. For a hot minute, I was into Orlando City because I'm from Florida and originally from Florida. I was moved up here when I was 3, but yeah, I kind of got into Orlando City for a hot minute, but that didn't take. I was very fascinated by Kaká playing for them. Leuven into the box, a little punched away though. Klein! Throw some respect on Johnny Klein's name. Leuven back in the box, third row again. A little too much loft on that wedge again. Ben warning me not to wear it outside. BK says no, that's not a good kit. They're great, but drop and run. And yeah, I gotta get one last space launch in there. Now it's the Leuven space program. I was never in Arizona. NFL, I did claim. I still kind of do claim the Arizona. In fact, I do claim the Arizona Cardinals, but as my NFL team now, just because of Kurt Warner and the fact that Bill Bidwell was one of the 2 teams that voted against the Rams. Well, not Bill Bidwell. Michael voted against the Rams move. But I can't get into the NFL anymore. I like, seriously, when the Rams moved out, NFL kind of just died for me, honestly, and it's never come back. Corner kick. Oh, it's not a corner. Shoot, never mind. Forget it. I tried. Ben's saying that he's a Cards fan because of Warner and Fitz. Yep. Yeah, Larry Fitzgerald, hell of a player. Hell of a human being, too. Really, really, really good guy. I always maintain that the Rams died so St. Louis City could live. And that is a trade I would make every freaking day of the week. Every day. I'm so much happier as a St. Louis City fan than I was for like 90% of the time the Rams were here. Lots of Phoenix folks would prefer a new ownership group for the NFL. What if, hear me out, what if Arizona got an expansion team and the Cardinals moved back to St. Louis? And we would still have to deal with Bidwell as an owner, but it's food for thought. I'm not necessarily I wouldn't be overly excited about the NFL coming back because I think that well is poisoned. But yeah, and I'm like you, Zach. My life mostly rotates between soccer. For me, it's soccer and hockey. But I sprinkle in some college sports in there. Like I'm playing EA College Football 25 a lot lately. I am doing a dynasty with, again, Florida roots, University of Southern Florida. And I just took them to the final of the national championship in year 4. They lost to Georgia. Actually, no, I take it back. It wasn't Georgia. We beat Georgia in the semis, but then we lost to Oregon. Yeah, I think the NFL it's a pipe dream. And I agree. I would take the NBA before the NFL. And I don't watch the NBA really hardly at all anymore. I was a big Shaquille O'Neal fan growing up. I loved Shaq. I loved his personality. I loved his style. Cleared away. And I followed him wherever he went. Like when he was with the Magic, I was a Magic fan. When he was a Laker, I was a Lakers fan. Even when he moved on to Phoenix and Boston, I kind of supported them. But I don't know. I don't have a real vested interest in the NBA. Same problem I had with the MLS. I just don't have a vested interest. Uh-oh, we have Saluki in the chat. That's our friend Zach in Omaha. I have no comment because I used to be the SIUE Cougars public address announcer for a lot of their sports. So I'm just going to stay quiet on that one. I like my time at SIUE. I'm just talking about like the inner Edwardsville Carbondale thing. That's what I was referring to. Oh, great. Club América fans got out the laser pointers. That's classy. That's classy. Header! Oh, he did it again. What a save. That almost was, oh my goodness. That almost gave us life. And reactions you can see there are mine as well. Uh-oh, didn't like the mention of Edwardsville. Oh, so close. Headed. Oh, that would have been close. I don't know if that was necessarily goal bound. Corner kick, last kick, maybe. Berkey's up there. He actually headed it. Get back there, Roman. We got goalie wars. We have goalie wars in the League's Cup. I repeat, we have goalie wars. Oh, it's Olin. Get back there, Roman. Get back there. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, man. No. Oh. Berkey almost saved that. You know what? It's gonna sound weird, but respect to Roman Berkey for that. All the respect to Roman Berkey for that. Yeah. GG's. Yeah, good thing these are just the summer friendlies. That's what am I getting upset about? This is summer friendlies. It's fine. Oh, my earpiece went out. I don't hear what's going on in the game now. And because I keep my apartment dark, and now my phone wants a pin. That's great. It's like always that one time when you don't need it. There it is. Yep, final whistle as Vasilev looks like he was dealing with cramps. Yeah, get those GGs in the chat. Yeah, Malagon, almost a Berkey goal. I'm not going to be productive tomorrow either because we got to do a post game, so I'm going to be up for a little while longer. Only had one beer tonight though because I was so distracted. GG's. GG. Hell of a fight tonight. I agree. And any Club America fans that are still in the chat, I salute you. I absolutely salute you. I absolutely salute every Club America fan that's still hanging out in this chat. Hell of a team. Reputation is well earned. You guys played well. Played better than us. I mean, quite frankly, we had our chances, but let's just face it. Yeah, hell of a game for you guys. And yeah, better team won. That's all I can say. Better team won. All right. Yeah. Have a good night, Jay. Thank you for joining us from Ontario tonight. Have a good night, Bucket Hats. Henry's bucket hat win. That's what I'm asking. Yeah, and that was a hell of a match from both sides. If I was a neutral, I would be very happy with what I just saw tonight. Yeah, better team won. Frustrating team. Game to remember the entire cup was stupid, and our talent looks good. See, hot take, I don't think the cup is stupid. I think it's stupid what they're doing to the Open Cup as a result. I want to like Leagues Cup. I kind of do like Leagues Cup, at least in theory. I hate the execution. So, all right. I think we can safely call the Apple's going to go into their post game, so I'm going to shut that down. And while I do that, we are going to bring in Mason and Sean.
The boys are here.
The boys are here.
The boys are here, and the boys are, well, at least this boy is in an interesting mood.
My heart is still palpitating. Like, seriously, like that was a wild second half. Like,
well, apparently I forgot what side my hair is parted on, so that's what that game did to me.
I see that, definitely.
That half, that second half, we came out blazing. We really pressed them for a long portion of the game. It really looked like not saying we had it in the bag, but we were looking a lot better, and we were playing some of the best soccer we played of that game in that second half. And then, you know, that 10-minute stretch where Club was really, America was just really pushing it. And that's, you could see the goal coming a mile away if we didn't get the subs in, and we just couldn't get the subs in.
Yeah, we came impressed, walked away having proven we're a competitive team again. I agree, Jerry. Eli's saying that was a depressing match.
I don't think it's depressing.
There's a lot of words. There's a lot of words you can call it.
It's very depressing. Sad. It's very sad.
Yeah.
But it's not depressing. I would actually say that it's almost encouraging.
I'm very encouraged.
Because
we took Club América, the Giants of Mexico, probably the Giants in all of North America, to
biggest
the bell.
club in North America.
Yeah,
absolutely.
we took Apollo Creed to the bell.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You got that analogy spot on. I don't think we're exactly Rocky in this situation, but
have you seen us this year?
We did see.
We're Little Mac. We're Little Mac.
No, Little Mac wins all the time in Smash. All right, calm down.
That's fair.
But you know, Hack did say going into this tournament that we could use this as a spark to get us into the form we needed to put in a proper push to try to make that last playoff spot in the West. And I'm not saying we're gonna get there.
Yeah.
But I think if this is the way we're going to play for the rest of the season, there is a chance. I know a couple weeks ago I had said on show that the season's over. We're looking forward to next season. But if we can get this kind of effort and play on an MLS pitch, especially on grass, I think we could tear it up and pull an Inter Miami and turn it into literal bottom of the league into a playoff performance.
Well,
I'm not saying we're going to, but there is a chance, and it's bigger than I thought it was going into this tournament.
I agree.
You are much more optimistic than I think that you should be. The shots are real slim for the rest of this season. There is a chance. I thought the window was shut. The window is cracked open.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's a big chance. It's just it's non-zero now.
We have to win 9 of 9 MLS League games to finish out this season, including 5 away games when we have won 0 in order to comfortably make the playoffs.
And tonight technically was an away game. I mean, you were in LA.
We didn't. We put up a really good fight, but we didn't win this one.
No, we didn't.
But like that's what's encouraging is that we did put up a really good fight here. And
Breakfast King points out, imagine how we will play against MLS regulation games and not.
Yeah, that's the other thing America. Is that in MLS we don't have to play Club America. We do have to go away to face Portland again when we come back, and I know that we beat Portland at home in this tournament. We have Portland away, and Portland now has an extra 5 days of rest on us.
Yeah, but is Evander going to be a part of that game? Is Evander?
Yeah, how hurt is Evander?
If Evander's not a part of that game, I think we have a real shot at that one. The next game we have is home against the Galaxy, and we've played against the Galaxy pretty well at home.
We've drawn the Galaxy, and that's the other thing. We need to win every game if we want to make the playoffs and make them. We don't have a lot of poor results to work with. We have a handful of draws, and we could maybe take one loss. I think that one loss you have to give to LAFC away.
Yeah,
that one you have to, and so. We can't draw We can't draw the Galaxy. We have to beat them.
I think we
can. We? I don't know if we can.
If we put out the same effort against LA that we put out tonight, I think we can beat LA because you're just gonna run down the remaining games on the schedule for the league. We've got Portland away, and we've shown that we can play Portland. We beat them away last season, so if we can put out
last
the
season,
rest of the season,
Portland's a much different team this season,
right? But if we can put out the effort we put out in this summer friendlies again for the rest of the season, I think we can do it because Portland, that's a winnable game. LA Galaxy at home, that's now a winnable game knowing what we can put out. New England Revolution, that's absolutely a winnable game, even though it's a road game. We've got the Loons at home. That's a winnable game.
Yeah, Loons. That's going to be the big
winnable game. Sporting KC at home is a winnable game. The only one that is, in my mind, the most questionable is that away game to LAFC.
And that's the fun. That's the finale.
The big one is going to be Minnesota because Minnesota has been plummeting. And we have both of our matches against Minnesota when they are in really poor form. Yeah. And then it's home and away on decision day. It could maybe even come down to, can we get a away win against Minnesota when Minnesota is cratering?
Well, sorry, I thought LAFC. I was looking at FOTMob and the way it was.
Yeah, I did too.
LAFC was the last one. We do still have Houston at home and then Minnesota away.
And Houston's a problem. Houston's a problem.
Houston's not going to be a pushover.
KC, but that's a home game against Houston.
KC, I think we beat. We beat KC at home all the time.
And we should. And if we don't, that's the end of the season.
And unless Tim Parker goes Super Saiyan on us, like, we don't have to worry about New England.
Yeah. Well, and also, like, if we don't beat KC, then I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter to me.
Whoa, hold on. If we don't beat KC, you don't care?
Yeah, if we don't beat KC, I don't care if we make it to the playoffs. We fucking dropped to KC at home.
That's your point.
That's embarrassing. That's horrible. That's not allowed.
The way you worded it, I thought you meant you don't.
It sounded nonchalant.
To KC specifically, and I'm just like, wait a minute, buddy.
Yeah.
That's the one game you should care that if.
I meant that in the extremely forceful way, not the nonchalant way.
But he said it in such a gentle way.
I only have one tone of voice. I don't know what to tell you. I have depression. I just sound like this.
I can verify that is your one tone.
Yeah, you record podcasts with me. You know I always sound like this.
Chat is a listener of the RCR. You can also confirm that is Mason's one tone of voice.
Definitely. By the way, a reminder that the Galaxy will have Marco Royce, Mr. I don't want to live in St. Louis. So
he doesn't want to play with his buddy anymore, and that makes me sad.
No, we tried our best.
My wife's not into toasted ravioli, so I'm not going to play there.
Man, honestly, you know what? If we passed on Marco Royce to get Marcel Hartl, I think that we won. Actually,
that's a win. That's a dub.
I'd agree. I think
Royce is half cooked. Honestly,
I like Marco Royce. I really like Marco Royce.
He can still contribute, but
Marcel Hartl scored how many goals in Zweite Bundesliga?
Yeah, and not only that, but he's younger and he actually has legs.
Yeah, and also, as somebody pointed out, doesn't take his wedding ring off for his new promo pictures when he comes to America.
Ooh.
Like Emil Forsberg.
I was gonna say, yeah, that was an Emil Forsberg dig there. I love it. It's a deep cut. But yeah, Jerry points out we got what we needed out of the tournament, and now we have 2 weeks to tweak, get Horn up to speed. We did not see Giannis Horn tonight.
He was on the bench.
He was, but I guess they just decided to. Well, Jay Reed looked pretty good tonight.
We did not need to take Reed off. No,
he was not the issue.
I think if we had to point at an issue, it was the
Nokvi Thorson.
It was Thor. And if you had to point it at one specific player, it was Thor. But if you had to point it at one specific thing, it was lack of finishing.
That too. But seriously, watching Thor tonight was like watching someone play checkers when everyone else was playing chess.
Do you think that he had too big of a birthday bash in LA last night?
I don't think it was.
No, absolutely not.
I don't think it was a hangover issue. I think it's just a talent issue with him. Honestly.
Yeah,
I don't.
That's a joke. That's the joke. That's not an actual conversation topic.
I think what it is it's not. I'm not even gonna, give credence.
Right. Bye, Justin.
Birthday.
Have a good night, Justin.
Bash. I think there are times, and I remember back when I was in grade school playing soccer, this was a thing. You get into a position where you have a chance to do something big, and your heart kind of skips a beat, and I'm not saying you overthink it, but you just, one thing goes wrong in your brain, and it's just enough of a mishit that it extrapolates. Like if you're 1 degree off like if you're steering a ship, if you're 1 degree off, the further out it goes, the wider it goes. I'm just saying it could be that much of a difference where it's
I feel like that's
a little bit of a touch.
That's probably even the reason why Thor makes that miss in the first place, rather than splitting off and running deeper into the box and letting Betcher hit it, because Betcher is on it, and like in the worst case scenario, let Betcher take the heat for missing that shot. Best case scenario, Betcher gets laces through it, puts a shot on, Malagon saves it, and then now you've run into a position where, because like you have a head of steam behind you, just dodge it. Like I understand it's hard to really shift your position when you're running that fast, but just don't run over the ball.
Betcher was also sliding.
Yeah, but like he was on it, and like just
a couple things. Number one, it is almost midnight, so we should probably close the bar. Second thing, we are tentatively planning on recording the Ramble tomorrow, so maybe we save some stuff for the Ramble. What do you think?
I'd be down to save it for the Ramble.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have lots of thoughts tomorrow.
Well, and once I sleep on them, they'll be more organized. I'm still a little jittery from the trauma.
And like I said, I watched this game from this much of my phone screen, so I haven't really seen the game yet.
Oh, thank you for being one of the 13 viewers that are still watching, by the way, Mason. I saw that.
How else am I supposed to see the chat?
That's fair. That is totally fair.
Can you the chat on your StreamYard?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I can.
Well, he's not like a full like me. I have full access. He doesn't have full access yet.
I've been chatting on StreamYard the whole time.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what that. Love to figure this out right now. That's what that comments tab is.
Yeah. We are so professional. We are so
you're the producer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey, have you guys figured out yet that I'm extremely stupid?
You heard me earlier. Thinking it was a crossbar when it was just top shelf. Come on.
I also thought that was barred. I thought that was barred.
I thought that was barred too. Yeah. David, have a good night.
I knew that was top bins.
Have a good night. Thanks for joining. David's of course a West Coaster, so this is his wheelhouse, so he's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna record the Ramble probably tomorrow, and we'll have it out for you later this week, and we will have
hopefully Thursday. And also for any late last minute people, RCR is also doing a collab with City SC Report on Sunday. Tom, unfortunately, is not going to be able to be there, but the rest of us, you can look forward to that next week if you're interested.
Absolutely. I'll be on a beach somewhere, probably crying.
Yeah. How terrible for you.
I know. It's terrible.
Oh, no, you get to go have late summer break.
Yeah. You will be well missed, though, Tom.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that. By the way, I am going to Tampa, just in case for those of you that are watching. Why is he going to Tampa? Well, for one, I have family, but number two, vlogging 2 games. I will be doing the Tampa Bay Rowdies versus Loudoun United on Saturday.
Rowdies.
That'll be a fun one. Let's go Rowdies.
And by the way, their merch, top notch. Like they lean hard into the retro-ness of their whole team, because they've been around for 50 years, so they lean into it hard.
Love it.
Good stuff. I love retro stuff. And then the second game on Sunday, the first ever match for the Tampa Bay Sun in the USL Super League. They host Dallas Trinity, and so I'll be covering
the women's league, isn't it?
That is the new USL First Division Women's League. So
2 First Division leagues.
I'm very excited about that.
This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, very interesting, and thankfully not a third, like that stupid rumor from a couple days ago.
It was a rumor mill, and I always knew it was. That's why I didn't say anything about it.
Yeah, it just sounded unfounded. But what can you do? It is the rumor mill. It's part and parcel of this game. People always say stuff. So anyway, I think the people are starting to realize that it is after midnight now and they're leaving. So I think it's our cue as well. If you're still here though, thank you very much for joining me on these watch-alongs. I'm so glad to be back tonight. I really, really like doing these, and I really like chatting with you guys. We had 24 people tonight in this chat. Like, that's
Heck yeah.
really
Let's
freaking
go.
incredible. Like, I think I saw the highest was like 27 at one point, which is awesome.
That was 9 viewers for each of us.
Absolutely. And you know what?
I like to
And-
make that division because, the first couple games we played SKC, there were 4 of us on the podcast at the time, and we scored 4 goals, and we like to say 1 for each of us.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? And it's also a good night. Thanks to those who joined the supporter section tonight. 3 of you guys joined tonight, the 99-cent supporter section. I'll shout you out now. Breakfast King, Zach Zappa. I think you guys left already, so I'm just talking into the wind right now. And Ben Pfeiffer. But really, thank you guys so much. And that is going to do it for us here. I'm Tom. He is your producer, Mason, and your resident cave-dwelling, Sean. I think that Mike's so
Cave-dwelling
disappointed in me.
hooligan.
Cave-dwelling hooligan. I'm tired. I'm dead.
We're all tired.
I did a
It's
6-mile
bedtime.
walk in Forest Park before this because I'm an imbecile. So
That was your warm-up. It's okay.
That was a warm-up.
Get
Exactly.
a
So,
little. It's cardio day.
exactly. Alrighty. Have a good night, everyone. And we'll be back again for the next watch along, which will be the Portland match. So
yeah.
getting back into the swing of the MLS finally. So
See y'all in Portland.
yeah,
Bye, folks.
See